Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Of Dice and Men. How are you guys doing on this fine Thursday afternoon?
I'm doing great today, Koibu. What episode is this?
This is episode 2 of
Awesome.
Dice and Men.
Okay.
And before we get started, we need to acknowledge that Jeff and Control Robinson, Valdur, has passed away and will not be here with us. Stephen, you and I think knew him personally better than the others, but he's been a player of mine for 6 or 7 years. My first campaign was with him. My first streamed campaign on Twitch was like 6 years ago, 2013, with JP and Live in Pink and Ryuzilla. And I don't know, he's always been a staple of the D&D world and of the esports world, which I think sort of intersect here quite nicely. Does anyone else have anything you want to say about this?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I knew him. I thought he was a really funny guy. I kind of regret that I didn't roll him into a D&D campaign sooner, but yeah, I mean, yeah. But yeah, it is what it is. It's pretty shit.
And Katerino, you have a solution for why Valdur is no longer with us. So inform us.
All right, so, well, as we all know, Valdur liked to insert himself into places where he didn't belong. And, you know, Valdur was a cheap man. And he kept pestering our resident druid Toki for food, which is quite rude. And Toki had enough. She did not want to be eaten by Valdur. And so Toki did what anyone in this position would do. She complained to HR, aka Daff. And Daff did what anyone in that position would do. He had to let Valdur go after potentially costing them their newest mission and also harassing their druid. Daff saw no other solution but to let him go.
Well, I guess he departed after the end of last quest, and we'll pick up in the next morning when you guys are hanging out in your house, in your office. It is a cold and rainy day here. And yeah, what is the plan? You had talked about a plan.
We talked about a plan, yes.
This was many moons ago, Koibu.
Yeah.
Yeah, I barely
We might need a
remember.
little...
I'm sorry.
Okay, so I believe that the plan was that we were going to feed information.
We were gonna set him up, right?
Well, we were going to feed information to 3 different people that we thought were involved with this. And from those 3 different people, we were going to see, like, if an assassin showed up at which particular room, and then we would use that to try to figure out who was,
Yes, quite.
Exactly.
Nevitz came up with an idea that was totally original, and he came up with 100% by himself. Yes.
I did, actually,
Yes.
thank you,
Yeah.
but...
Well, let's take a look at the Wrangler. It's an inn here in town. Probably the one best suited for your needs. So we have created a little map here of a city block. And this here is the inn. There is an upstairs section to it as well, which I'll briefly show you here. And we'll move that away so you can see the ground floor, which might be more important in the meantime. So this is the inn. How would you like to go about this? You know, you're going to need a room to put the informant. Which room do you want to put him in?
Wait.
Are you going to tell the innkeeper?
Can we go over our plan again and hash it out a little more?
I didn't want to ask, but like our leader asked, so
yeah. Crew, let's go over and set out our game plan. Okay, let's go over it.
yes.
So,
oh my god.
yes, Nevitz.
Okay.
What do you have to say?
All of my notes for this, because I write down stuff, are on my laptop because we played last. I'm going to run over there and just like transfer them to my computer real quick, okay? Give me like 2 seconds. 1 second.
Okay. You want to talk shit about Nevitz while he's gone?
Dude, I'm so sick of Nevitz.
Nevitz is-
You know, today he made fun of my hair.
That's so rude, Toki.
It's just
Are we gonna
so
have to get
rude.
rid of another party?
No. I don't think this establishment will run with 2 people.
Yeah, you're right. That's a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. No, it's okay, Toki. I think your hair is really, really cute. Wait,
Thank
are we
you.
saying this in character? Because if so, I
I'm
want Daff to give
confused,
her
like,
a
if...
flirty smile.
Okay. So, isn't my druid character really old? She also has white hair, by the way, so...
Super
Dude,
old dwarf.
Daff is into all ladies of all shapes and sizes.
Oh, and I'll be like, oh, it's been a while since a young whippersnapper such as yourself paid any attention to me.
Well, oh god. Well, get used to it. You're a beautiful young woman, Toki.
Nevet, save us.
What happened?
The dwarf is flirting with the old man, and vice versa. No, the young man is flirting with the old dwarf, and vice versa. Very
Okay.
well.
Okay,
All
our
right.
plan. Our plan.
Our plan. Here's
Our
the
plan.
inn,
The
right?
end.
You got this upstairs where there are some small private rooms, and there's only one way up and down, that staircase. Or you've got the ground floor, which has a wider assortment of rooms in various somewhat more public locations. And I don't know what you guys have in mind.
Wait,
Clearly, this room is off limits. That's the bartender's room.
so I wanted to go over our plan, like,
In
We-
detail.
yes, because we wanted to plant this information everywhere, right? But did we
Right.
figure out who we wanted to?
You have a
tell?
couple suspects. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Steven has them written down, but he's
Okay.
gone again.
Okay.
So I guess we're just gonna wait for him to come back. But I'll do a quick recap of the plan.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was
Thank
gonna try
you.
and wait for everyone, but let's just do it this way. All right, the plan. There are a few suspects who could have orchestrated the murder at Black Paw Mine. Who could have killed the nobleman who was running it, Lord Silverhorn? Who could have killed the guards and all the miners as they were crammed into that room? So you're going to take your suspects, and each of your different suspects, you're going to tell a slightly different piece of information. But it should lead all of them back here to this tavern, I believe, where you're going to tell them that a lone survivor has come back with key evidence, a witness to the crime, and that they will be able to recount this experience, the day after. Hopefully to draw an assassin or a murderer or the person who killed everyone at Black Paw Mine out here themselves. So that way you can catch them in the act of trying to kill someone related, you can catch them in the cover-up.
So the only person that this would lure is the murderer.
Yeah. Okay.
the
So
thinking.
yeah. So the idea was we suspected Lord Silverhorn's nephew,
Yes.
I believe, right?
We did.
His nephew was at the mine. Seemed unconcerned that his uncle died, so he is one of the suspects. Is it the Chancellor Nyla Thurvin? Also was one of
Yes.
our suspects, that maybe they were involved somehow as well, and he's the person who gave us the contract directly, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So I believe that these are the two people right now that we are generally in contact with, and these are the two suspects we have.
You had mentioned a third.
I know,
maybe
but I don't remember who.
His mistress, Lady Sandra.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that we went and talked to. Lady Sandra was a mistress. Oh, that is correct.
Yeah, it's better to do 3 than 2 for sure.
Okay. So the plan was, what we're going to do is we're going to rent out 3 rooms of a hotel. We're going to tell each of these 3 people that we found somebody that had made it back from the mines alive, who said they had important information. We're going to tell each of them a different room. And then what we're going to do is we're going to camp out at the hotel, assuming that one of these 3 people is heavily invested enough in keeping this covered up that they'll send an assassin to kill the person. And then whichever room the person goes into will let us know who got the piece of information that the person was still alive and sent the assassin. Does that make sense?
Yes, quite. A very a very good plan, Nevitz. I'm very glad I hired you. Very good. Jolly good. Proud of you, son.
Thanks. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
So, which 3 rooms of this inn do you want to use as bait?
Is there an upstairs to this?
There is an
Yes.
upstairs.
Show
Let's
me the
take a
upstairs.
look.
I mean, we could just use the 3 upstairs rooms.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay.
Hmm.
Once we know for sure, how are we going to translate that into proof?
Well, I figure once we have figured out who the assassin is after, then the 3 of us merely have to capture and interrogate him. And then figure out who
Okay.
sent him.
We will capture and interrogate him. Now, I have one fault to your plan, Nevitz. We have no muscle, and our main suspect might be a little hard to hold down.
What?
Not
3
yes.
versus 1? I mean,
Yeah, we'd probably be fine. But would it be received well if we were to capture and interrogate the nephew of a wealthy lord? Was it a lord who just died?
Being familiar with this situation, I am quite confident that any of the suspects that we've identified here won't be showing up firsthand to kill this man. They'll be sending an assassin, so whoever we capture probably won't be royalty, probably won't be directly connected with any of these people. And if we rent out the entire top room of the inn, I'm sure we'll have plenty of space to ourselves in a nice and quiet manner.
Rent out with what money?
I'm sure we could scrounge together enough to rent out a couple rooms in a shabby inn.
Okay. All right, I like it. Let's go on with the plan. Sounds good. Do we have rope? That might be useful.
You do.
Nice.
If you take a look in the journal, which is going to be the second tab in the top right side, looks like a folded over newspaper, you'll see a traveling party in there. And if you open that that is the shared gear that you all have back at your office, as well as the highest stats of the party and the highest skill checks of the party. So if we need to do some sort of like the party needs to make X or Y skill check, we can just roll it for the whole party at once using whoever's highest stat.
That is so cool.
Wait, for what? I'm sorry, can you explain that one more time?
I've got a traveling party sheet for you guys, which
Uh-huh.
represents the stored gear at the house as well as everyone's stats. So
If we want to do
you
like, we're
need
going to do an
travel-
investigation check, you automatically have like the highest or something.
Yeah, we'll just use like the whole party investigates, and
Mm-hmm.
we'll just roll with the highest person's investigation
our
check.
collective highest strength is 9.
Genius.
Yes.
Oh my
Now
god.
that
Yeah,
Valdur is
we,
dead or gone,
We made a sacrifice for you, Toki.
Okay.
We'll get more muscles. It's okay. We'll go work out really quick.
yeah,
Take a quick
gonna-
to the gym.
you'll need some reinforcements at some point. All right.
We'll be okay.
So which room do you want to assign to which person?
Why don't we do does it matter? Not really, right?
Wait,
Probably not.
hold on.
Where are the stairs? The stairs are in the middle there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and okay, so I guess we can just use the three smaller ones, right? That'll be fine.
These 3
Oh, actually,
smaller ones or the 3
let's
single
use-
ones?
Let's use the
I think it would make
Wait,
the
I'm
most
looking at the
sense
top.
for us to rent out the 3 smaller ones and have those be the decoy, and then we'll also rent out the 4th larger one, where the 3 of us will be awaiting the assassin to see which room he breaks into.
Okay, genius. I like it.
Okay.
Okay, let's do
So
that. Sure.
you can head on down to the innkeeper. Yeah, you tell him that you need to rent the 4 rooms upstairs.
Mhm.
And the innkeeper will charge you 5 silver per room per night.
Sounds good.
We'll only need these for a single night, so that's 20 silver.
20 silver. Someone has that in cash on them, I believe.
I can.
Okay.
Excellent. All right. Pay out the 20 silver. And now the next step of the plan, informing the suspects. How are you going to do that?
So I think that when we talk to these people, it's probably pretty essential that we make sure that they don't tell each other which rooms they've been told. I don't know if you have any ideas for how to ensure that doesn't happen. If 2 of these people happen to be working with one another and they communicate with each other that they're each told a separate room, we might have a problem.
And give them a note. It's absolutely imperative you don't share this information.
Of course, but if they're working in collusion with one of these people, do you think they'll heed our warnings?
Then how do we make them listen?
Well, okay. Wait, who are the suspects we're telling the nephew, who I don't think will tell anybody else. I think the nephew would keep it to himself because since he is our prime suspect, he'll probably just work to cover it up as soon as possible and not tell anyone. I think that one's fine. We can still slip him a note because wait, who's our third suspect? The girlfriend?
The three suspects are Lady Sandra, who is the
Yeah.
mistress of the deceased owner. We
Mistress
have
of
Drake,
mistress.
Keldrake Silverhorn, his nephew, and then Nyla
Yes.
Thurvin, the Chancellor.
Okay. The Chancellor is the only one I fear telling people because he is harder to Well, I suppose actually we don't really seriously suspect the Chancellor very much, do we? We could always talk to him in person and tell him that it's very important that this doesn't get out because
The other people are suspects.
yeah, because the information could get out to suspects, and we want to make sure things keep on the down low, and then we can tell the mistress that her life will be at risk if she lets it out, and then she won't say anything. I don't think.
Either way, it has to be based on trust. I don't see how else we can prevent them from telling each other.
Well, the only way to do it would be to separate them such that they can't communicate with one another. Between us telling them and an assassin showing up at the room. I don't know if it's possible to accomplish this, though.
Neither do I, Nevitz.
Well, that's why I'm asking you.
We could try to find out what they're doing tonight, and maybe before. Ooh, what if we find out what they're doing tonight, right? Wait, how long do you think it would take for them to send an assassin?
Well, I imagine if we told them that we were on our way to interrogate the person, if we give them a time that we'll be there, then whatever
No matter what
assassin they
time it
send
is,
would have to show
probably.
up before we get there, I imagine, because their goal would be to prevent us from figuring out what exactly is going on. So if we tell them that we're headed over and we plan to be there by 8 p.m. on... is there like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Does that exist in this world?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we tell them that we plan
What
to
day
be
is it
there
today?
at maybe 9 p.m. on a Friday night, I'm sure that the assassin will be there before then, so...
But what if we tell them the night of? Because the people that we're dealing with, right? They will hustle ass, right, to cover up their own their asses, right? So I think if the way we can ensure they don't tell anyone is by telling them the night of, visiting them personally and telling them that, and then saying we're on our way to go here right now, so that as soon as we leave, they will hire an assassin and meet us there.
That actually seems like it would work. If we tell them that we're headed there immediately, then they would have no choice but to contract an assassin and send them immediately as well. They wouldn't have time to consort with any partner they have.
Either way, we're interrogating the assassin, right?
Yeah, we'll probably ask some questions, although whichever room he goes to is already going to yield almost all the information we'll need to solve this case.
True.
I agree. Sounds
So,
good.
in that case, perhaps it would be best if all three of us went to each of these people individually, told them at the same time, and then immediately headed to the inn in the other town.
I agree. I think two of us should go and one of us should wait at the inn just in case, because we can't tell them all at the same time. So we should have someone waiting there just in case, because we don't know how long it'll take them to get an assassin, and they could have one right at the ready. So someone should be there waiting. Our best fighter.
How do we inform all three of these people simultaneously then, since we're short a party member due to our HR quibbles?
We could leave a note. I guess leaving a note. I like Toki's idea of leaving a
Or
note.
hire a messenger boy or
That's true.
person. They would do it for cheap.
But why hire a messenger when we can send a note for free? Or deliver. We can all go individually deliver notes.
This actually makes Toki.
Actually.
Great idea. What we could do is we could pay 3 separate people to simultaneously leave messages to each of these 3 people, telling them that we've taken leave immediately and that we're on our way to that town to begin an interrogation. Now, we have them deliver these notes when we're already in the town, so any assassin that's sent to any room will be able to intercept immediately without running the risk of missing anybody, and hopefully we cause enough of a fervor and a need to act immediately in the people that we contact that they won't have time to consult with their partners to confirm if the information is true or not.
Excellent idea, Nevitz.
Brilliant, Nevitz. I would give you a raise if I could afford it. Let's be on then. Go.
You believe I'm due for a raise before Nevitz?
We'll talk about it later, Toki. All right,
Okay.
let's focus on the task at hand.
Okay, so then the plan is we want to pay 3 separate messengers, Koibu. I imagine there's a courier service or something to leave a note.
Totally.
Yep.
Super common.
Yeehaw.
I'll write a message. Hold on. So the message would be like, greetings. We have been informed that there is an injured member of the mining workforce that managed, that turned up alive but injured at the Wrangler. In what city is this?
The Wrangler is in Cronwick, the same town that you're in.
And
It's a biggish town.
Okay. Okay.
What time and day is it?
Today is the Thursday the 3rd, 1512.
Okay, so tomorrow night, do you want to have these go out then?
Yeah, that would be fine.
Okay.
Oh, then I didn't have to pay for the inn?
Well,
You'll
do
do
it
it
for
tomorrow
tomorrow
night.
Oh.
Okay.
Just, that's 20 silver out of my pockets.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. We're all good. No more HR complaints, please, Toki. We're fine.
No dwarf.
What are the names of like the hospital people like in this world? Like who would it be? What kind of person? Would it be like a healer, or would it be some sort of doctor, or?
You will have doctors for small cuts and scrapes, for broken bones, for infections, that sort of thing. You will have clerics of Martha, the goddess of healing, for like open wounds and that sort of injury.
Good one, Martha.
Yes, Martha.
Mm-hmm.
And your sister, Forasi.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the northwest, northeast, and southeast rooms. Where are the stairs at in this upstairs place, Koibu? How do you get up here? Oh no, I see
the
it.
Stairs.
Yeah.
Fool.
Hey.
Look for the stairs, Steven. Idiot.
How well can
He
Nevitz
doesn't know where
write,
the stairs
read and write?
I would
we
imagine as
roll
a
for
rogue,
literacy,
you probably
please?
would have to know how to read and write, correct? To communicate with people through notes or letters, or to be in sneaky business or something. I would imagine.
Thieves can't.
Thieves'
Koibu.
Cant is a spoken language. What was your personal background? Your lower class character, right? Yeah.
Hand the paper over.
I was.
Fool.
Yeah.
Thinking you're literate.
Look at
in
little
this
Nevitz.
day.
Actually, I
Trying to
found
figure out
the
how to
lost
speak
texts of King
alphabets.
Arthur in the
Hand
forest,
it
and I
to
studied
me.
these
I
in
used
my.
to have a higher education back in my heyday. You probably won't even be able to
Back in her
decipher
heyday.
the things you're writing. What are you even writing?
Toki, Toki, we would allow you to write, but you're too old and your hands are too shaky. They'll never be able to read your.
Wait, so normally I would agree, but like it feels really weird that like the big investigator would like not be able to read. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Would that work? Or?
No, you could have gained your literacy at some point in time.
Okay.
How about I
Val-
gave you lessons in the past?
Definitely
Hey,
not.
I'm of higher
I would rather be
education.
illiterate.
Excuse
Are we really?
me?
Is this the hill we're all dying on? Who's
Yes,
gonna
this
write
is
the letters?
Listen, my character's backstory would make sense that he could read and write. Okay, so don't worry.
Okay,
All right, we're good.
okay, Nevitz.
Yeah,
I
for
guess
sure.
we'll give you this one so you don't whine too much.
Yeah, thank you, because that's what I do all day. All right.
Let me write the letter.
Cool.
Okay. Here, I'm sending each of you a copy of the letter, and then I'll send it to you, Koibu, I think. Actually, no, I won't. You guys tell me if there's anything that I should change, and then I'll read it. Hold on.
All right, I will read it aloud as the leader. Greetings. We have been informed that there is an injured member of the mining workforce that turned up alive but injured at the Wrangler. We are headed there immediately to ask him some questions concerning what happened. We've asked the local clerics to keep everything very quiet so as not to alert anyone in the area about his presence. We've been informed that he is staying in the Northwest Sandra, Northeast Silverhorn, Nyla Thurvin, good one, room on the top floor. We'll be there in a couple hours to interrogate him. Jolly good, Nevitz. A very good note. Bully indeed.
I
Perfect.
taught him all of that.
Good job,
Okay. Do you want this, Koibu?
Yeah, give it to me.
Okay.
Fantastic.
So there's going to be one change in the bracketed part, right?
I raised that boy.
Uh-huh.
So the northwest room is going to be written in the note going to Sandra. The northeast room will be written in the note to Silverhorn. The southeast room will be written in the note to Nyla Thurvin. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
Thorough boy.
All right, and then you guys, you're gonna give this to a group of messengers, and then immediately reconvene at the inn. Right?
Correct. We'll tell them to deliver all of these simultaneously at 7 p.m.
Or else you're not getting your gold. Wait, how much are these couriers?
A courier. Hold on, let me look up my economic sheet here. I have all this prepared.
We strategically chose the cheapest yet most efficient courier. By the way, we did a lot of research on which couriers in town are the best.
Good.
For their price. You know, we want to bang for our buck.
Right.
Really, just a buck for you? Never mind.
Messenger, intra-city, 10 copper per hour, so 1 silver to deliver a message.
So 3
10
silver?
10 copper, 1 silver to deliver 1 message.
So 3 silver, right? Between all of them?
Sounds
3 silver,
good.
yeah.
All right, I'll pay.
All right. So, the trap is going to be laid. Today is Thursday. Did you want to execute this plan on Friday, or do you want to execute it tonight?
We'll do it tonight. Sense of
No
urgency.
time like the
Execute
present.
order plan tonight. Wait, are we doing it tonight? I thought we were doing it tomorrow. I guess whatever. Tonight works. Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
How do ball bearings work?
Didn't we ask
Ball
this
bearing?
last time
Did we?
twice?
Like, if I wanted to, could I start a fight off, like, throwing ball bearings at someone to get, like, disadvantage because they have to, like, or do they have to make, like, a save to not fall over, or?
That's a great question.
Because they're, like, in, like, half the, like, traveler's kits and stuff in this game, so I'm not sure if there's, like, or if we're supposed to be engineers and assemble something with them, or...
Yeah, I don't know why there are ball bearings.
So he
It
doesn't
seems-
know. Get it?
Seems like a weird thing. Ball bearings. As an action, you can spill these tiny metal balls from their pouch to cover an area, to cover a level area 10 feet square. So a 10 feet square is not actually a very large area. I think maybe they mean 10 feet on a side. So a 10 by 10 square.
Mm-hmm.
Don't
A
throw them,
creature
so
moving across the area must succeed on a dexterity check or fall prone. Or they can move at half speed through the area to prevent them falling.
Whoa. They're slippery slippies.
Mm-hmm.
Fascinating. These ball bearings.
Okay, I was just curious.
Toki also doesn't bear any balls, so she's fascinated by. Good one.
Oh, I'm too old for that.
Right.
Are we ready to go?
Righto, Sonny.
Okay, we're set up in position. What time is it? Give us a time, Koibu.
The sun is going down,
Okay.
and since there's not really a big clock anywhere, I think you guys used like sundown, hour after sundown, approximate time periods.
Gotcha.
We haven't invented trains, so we don't have precise time yet.
Haven't invented
Alright.
trains?
Yeah, we don't really get like precise time until trains. Trains are
Why?
what created our time. Because you needed to know when the train was going to come through the station, and so then you got to unify the time throughout the entire area because everyone had to agree on what time the train came.
Didn't like
So
Euphrates
that's
or
when
some
we had
old Greek
unified.
dude like set up like a
Big
sundial
brain
clock
train.
thing or something before?
Yeah, but like not everyone's clocks were synchronized.
Okay.
You know, if my clock says it's 1 and your clock says it's 1:30, because that shit is hard to set up, the train shows up and you're 15 minutes late and you miss the train, another one doesn't come for another week or so.
All right. I know what our next mission's going to be. It's going to be to synchronize time across the land, but... All right. I'm ready to go.
We're gonna, dude, that would put us on the map, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
Ready?
You're here in the tavern.
Appreciate.
Downstairs, you can hear the party going. You know, it's just a regular every day at the tavern. No one there. It's not quite that level of party. Nobody is any of the wiser. You can hear the muffled chats of people, the clanging of dishes, the occasional minstrel that sparks up a tune only to be booed down by the people here who just want a nice quiet night on this rainy day. And the sun begins to set. You can see it
Remember,
through the...
wait. Remember, do not leave this room until we hear him open another door. If we spring out on him just as he's come up the stairs, then this entire plan was for naught. Do you understand?
That is a very good point.
Don't give me that
Nevitz.
patronizing tone. I understood the plan the first time.
Okay, in all three
Is that
of
a bit
the...
of sexism?
how reasonable would it be to have acquired wigs? If we wanted to...
not
have a
particularly
disguise
reasonable.
Okay, can for all three of these rooms, could the beds have been stuffed with like pillows underneath the covers?
Totally.
Yep,
Yeah,
okay,
you could have
got it.
gathered, you could have put backpacks or whatever you
Easily.
needed
Yep.
there.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, why?
So that if he walks in and attacks like a bed, like because he thinks someone's there, it's a pretty easy way to tell he's trying to kill somebody.
Oh. So like
I didn't
make, like, a little
understand that's what you
decoy.
meant. Like, okay. Okay, so that it looks like someone's sleeping. I see.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Classic
okay.
mop in the bed style.
Yeah.
All right. So you're waiting
Very
here in
good
the
word,
inn room.
Knevitz.
Mm-hmm.
You hear footsteps on the stairs at one point, and then they get about halfway, and then they come back down. You can hear some shouting relating to that. The sun goes down. A little bit more time passes when there's another set of clattering on the stairs. The door at the top of the staircase opens and shuts fairly quietly, and the sounds get real dim. Can I get someone to roll a perception check off of the party sheet?
Yes.
Wait,
You sure
do we
it's
have
not just
access
all
to
of us
this?
separately?
Yes, I would like one roll for the party to see if you can what you can hear.
Okay, but we didn't agree on Katerino
We got
rolling.
a 7. So
didn't agree
that
on
was a
this.
test roll. That was a test roll for sure. That
Wait,
was
what is that? Like a nat 1 or 2?
Yeah,
3.
it's not 3, twice.
What?
Not great. So the footsteps stop
Oh my god.
once the door shuts at the top of the staircase. And you've been sitting here for a while. You've got pretty good hearing. So anyone on the other side of the door that you can't hear is either not moving or they're moving very slowly and carefully.
Where are we waiting right now?
We're
Oh, all,
inside
like,
the room.
positioned.
These doors should be sufficiently... This is not like a $400 million hotel or
Wait, inside
something.
which
So these
No, these
doors
doors-
should be sufficiently creaky. Like if one was open, there's no way that these things are so well oiled that we can't, right?
Right.
Okay.
Is there
You'll-
space
Wait,
underneath
why
the
doesn't
door?
why doesn't
Unless-
our
Look.
I want to say, okay, why doesn't our rogue try to hide in the shadows and wait for someone to come?
Because we're not going to
So that we can
jeopardize
see.
our entire plan by me being spotted at the top of the stairs. It's too high of a risk.
But what if we miss them?
Well, it's a little bit late now for that.
All right.
Okay.
So it's quiet on the other side. There's not much in the way of light. It's just what little moonlight comes in from the outside, and we're approaching the new moon, so the amount of moonlight is actually quite dim here. When there is a very gentle creak at the floorboards right in front of your door.
Okay.
What are you guys doing?
Remain absolutely quiet.
We're quiet. I'm fearing for my life now.
And then the creak lets up and vanishes for a little while. And a minute or so passes when you hear the gentle creak of a door very slowly opening. These aren't great doors, but you have your ears pressed to yours, or maybe your ears pressed to the bottom where the door doesn't quite hit the ground. And you can hear a bit of a...
We haven't prepared for this.
What?
Someone opening the door. Here's a joke. Okay, that was out of character. I'm just waiting.
Keep talk us through it, Koibu. What's going on?
You hear a door creak open and then
Okay.
silence.
Is it ours? Is it our door?
No,
That
it's
we're-
not our door.
It's not your door. It's not your door.
Wait,
What do you do?
are we in the room that we sent to the
No, we're in the southwest room. Nobody should come in here for any reason.
Okay.
He was
Wait,
outside
let's-
listening to our room, maybe to see if anyone was here, right?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay, let's fucking go.
Wait. Okay, after he opens that door, I would like to roll the clock forward by like 20 seconds.
Okay. You wait 20 seconds and then?
Nothing else is heard or anything?
Nope.
Okay, bust down the door and run out. Where are they?
Bust down the door.
All right, you bust down the door and there's somebody on the right side.
Okay.
A regular old looking person who immediately sort of like takes a step back and goes, "Whoops, sorry, wrong room. Excuse me, I think I've had a little bit too much to drink tonight.
Is he
I
armed?
think this is my room over here." It looks like a regular old person. He's got like a nice hat with a feather in his cap. There's a dagger at his side. He's got a purse dangling at his other side.
Does he
He's
seem
kind of
drunk?
wobbling back and forth. Yeah, he looks a little maybe.
Can I smell alcohol on his breath? I don't have to perception check that one. It should be very obvious if he's that drunk.
You don't smell alcohol coming off of him, but maybe he's a really careful drinker?
He actually might be. I would like to attack him.
What?
Roll
No,
for
no,
initiative.
no.
Roll for it.
No,
Roll for
we're not.
20! I got a big initiative there.
No, bitch.
Yeah! I'm not your
down,
slave.
Nevitz.
I'm an employee, okay?
All right, you
You're
go
shitty.
first, Nevitz. The rest of the party, you should also roll into initiative because Nevitz is making plays.
Okay. But we don't.
Okay. Wait, I don't remember how to sneak attack right. It's been way too long. First of all, you know, something. What's it you can attack?
We have an IQ.
Oh, do I get it? I must get an advantage on this, of course. He was not ready for me to be attacking, and his weapon's not
I
even
will-
drawn.
I will give him a surprise check, which is a flat 30% chance to be surprised.
To be surprised?
To be completely taken by surprise by
Oh,
you.
wow.
Because if this is actually an assassin and you're jumping out, he's going to be kind of prepared, right?
Oh, so are
If
you
it's
giving him
an
a 30%
innocent
chance
person,
or a 70% chance?
You're giving him a 30% chance.
Okay, so
All
he
right.
is ready for me.
He
All
is
right.
not surprised.
Okay,
no.
that's good. I
He's an
wouldn't expect him to
assassin.
be. Okay. Also, I will right now. I will declare non-lethal damage. I don't want to do 2 damage and his head goes flying because he's an old civilian or something. So I'm declaring non-lethal. Okay.
Great.
So I don't think I can sneak attack then, right? Oh no, wait, I can. I know I can.
How do you do
I
it?
know I can.
There's a thing that I can do. Is it?
Oh God, what's the thing?
Do it, Nevitz.
I don't remember. It's been so long. Wait, I know I get to sneak attack once per turn against somebody for some reason, even if I don't normally get it.
Didn't do your homework.
It's been so long. That's my attack.
Well, a 24 definitely hits.
Obviously.
Obviously.
That's a bonus action. We get wisdom.
Do you get tired of being wrong all the
I'm sorry. Do I have to roll for damage now? Did they change it?
Yeah, you need to roll for damage. Yeah, click on the rapier. 12 piercing damage. As you non-lethally... Well, you can't... How do you non-lethally do 12 damage with a dagger to somebody? Describe it to me. Because that's a solid blow. It brings him down most of the way.
How do you non-lethally deal 12 damage to someone? Well, as a rogue,
Dagger.
who is probably quite adept at assassinating people, I'm sure there are spots of the body that you could stab that would be quite painful, that wouldn't necessarily kill somebody. So this is probably not a stab to the head or the chest or the neck, but it might be a cut along an arm or the torso or maybe the outer part of the leg or something like that might incapacitate a person, but not necessarily cause so much blood loss that they will die.
Got it. There is a flexor joint here in the hip. And if you hit the right spot, you can cut through an artery there, which will make someone bleed out. But if you hit in the wrong spot, you're just going to like sever some tendons and some muscles, and it's going to bleed nasty, but you're not actually going to die for it. So I think that's where you go. I think you get a dagger in the hip flexor right away from all the important arteries.
Flex
And the
that
person
dagger.
drops to one knee with shock and surprise on his face. And what the hell is he gonna do now? Because he just got shanked. It is our innocent merchant or would-be assassin's turn. And the party He throws himself to the ground and tries to scramble back into the wall this way, taking a disengage action, and throws up his hand saying, "Mercy! Mercy! No! Don't!"
Who are you and what? Wait, can we talk to him?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to say, who are you and why are you here?
As she
And
does
try
this,
to
I
be all
close the door to the
intimidating
top of
like,
the stairs, okay?
Okay.
I'm a man.
Do you feel comfortable asking these questions?
I
Duff?
do.
Duff?
I do.
Seems a little bit, worse for wear. Why don't we treat him now and give him a little bit of tea? Maybe he'll be more susceptible to answering our questions if we treat him nice.
The classic good cop, bad cop. All right, let's take him into the,
Let's take him into our room. Yeah.
I agree.
All right, so you bring him down into the room that you were in, and the three of you follow. As you're bringing him in there, the door at the top of the staircase opens, and Bronson, the proprietor here, the innkeeper, pokes his head inside and goes, "Excuse me, I heard some shouting. Is everything okay? What's going on up here?"
I would like to go
downstairs.
Yeah, I would like to go outside and outside of the room and talk to him, and say, Bronson, no problem. We're just having fun in here, hanging out. Nothing's wrong. No problem at all. Thank you for checking up on us.
All right. And he turns around and heads back downstairs, believing your story.
I want to go back in the room and interrogate stupid idiot head.
Can I make him some tea? I want to make him some tea.
You can go downstairs and
Okay.
order some tea, but there is no stove in this room.
All right, be right back.
Can I begin to rummage through his
Toki left the
possessions
chat
to
room really
see?
quick to go make
Sure.
our potential assassin tea.
So we're looking for anything out of the ordinary. Obviously, some amount of gold or a note or something like that.
Instead of going
Yeah.
straight to searching him, perhaps we should ask him questions first.
We can ask him questions, but I'm not sure if he'll talk. But I believe that his creeping behavior earlier kind of informed us what was going on here.
What were you doing here, sir? What's your name?
You're asking him these questions as Nevitz goes through his possessions. You find a bag filled with gold on it. That's going to be each bag contained about 50 coins. So you find a bag of 50 gold on this guy. While Daff interrogates, and he says, "I just was. Hey, that's my money. I was just drunk and found the wrong room. What's going on?"
What have you been drinking?
Gin. Definitely gin.
Gin?
Lots of gin. Yeah,
Lots
gin.
of gin. Can I smell
Yeah.
your breath? Gin's pretty potent, don't you think?
He looks awkwardly between you and Nevitz, who think you can judge 50 gold by about the weight and the fact that the bag is quite full. What are you doing once you've got the bag of money, Nevitz?
I set the bag of money on the table. It's pretty obvious if you've been drinking this much. I don't think you'd be wandering around upstairs in a totally dark part of the inn with a bag of this much gold. Seems quite ill-advised. I'm pretty sure if we were to go downstairs and talk to the bartender, he probably wouldn't remember serving you as much as you claim to have drank as well. Maybe you should just tell us what you're doing here and we can let you walk away with your life.
Katerino, can you give me an insight check?
Yes, on my own sheet.
You can use your own for this one, please.
What I get? Okay.
You get a 9. So you
Why do I
can
roll so
read-
shit?
I don't know. You can read the fear on his face. He's beginning to sweat, and it's not from the injury, and it's not from the adrenaline. It's the nervousness that's kind of coming down him. But he's not betraying any other information with his physical mannerisms here.
I'll
Toki
come
walks
back
back.
upstairs with
Mhm.
a cup of tea. Are we still interrogating him?
We are, Toki. Would you like some tea, sir? What did you say your name was?
Darren.
Hi, Darren. So good to meet you.
So do you who you work for, Darren? Who's that in your hair?
Who are you all?
You're not asking the questions here, Darren.
We're your friends, Darren. Here, have this cup of tea. Relax. Everything's going to be okay.
Is
We
it
just need you to-
poisoned?
No, it's not. We just need some information. That's all. And we'll let you go scot-free to your family.
Really?
Darren, We don't care who you are. We care who you're working for. Okay. Now talk. Why are you here?
He looks visibly distressed and hesitant to say anything. He takes the tea, smells it, and sips at it a little bit.
It's not
And
poison.
says,
It's just tea. Peppermint tea. It's really good for you.
choice. Peppermint tea is very soothing.
Very soothing.
Yeah, he looks back over at Nevitz
Nice.
with
You're-
the bloody
you're very
dagger. And looks back at you guys. Nevitz, what is your... Since you're the one with the weapon, the one that hurt him, what is your demeanor showing?
Well, my demeanor is I'm going to lift my dagger and I'm going to tell him, wow, if we've really attacked an innocent man for no reason, perhaps it's best to just kill him. If he reports this to the authorities, we'll be in a huge amount of trouble. If you don't have anything important to tell us, it'd probably be best to kill you now and dispose of your body.
No, the people will miss me if I'm gone. You can't do that.
Yeah, Darren.
Oh, don't
Gonna
listen to him. We're
scrounge
not-
you in like this? I'm sure people disappear all of the time. It'll just be written off as another random act of
I
violence.
work for important people. They'll come looking for me if I'm gone.
Clearly
What
not
kind of
too
important
important. If
people?
you're in a shabby inn like this, they would have put you up at a nicer place.
Listen. My friends are a little bloodthirsty. Rest assured, we have no intention of harming you any further. We just need some information. That's all, for the good of everyone else.
Sure. What sort of information?
Could you tell us the real reason why you were sneaking up in here? And don't lie to me.
It's a private matter for a family I work for.
We understand it's a private matter, but it's not so private because what you've been doing tonight might affect some innocent people's lives, and you wouldn't want them hurt, would you?
No, certainly. I was just asked to look in on a cousin of mine who was
cousin?
showing up here in the inn tonight. Yes, a cousin of mine.
Can we roll perception or insight or whatever? However we can detect lying.
Well, we already know
Insight
he's lying.
is gonna be.
Okay.
We don't need to even roll for this.
That's true. Wait, so can we just not roll or?
You can not roll. You can make. You don't have to ever do anything. My cousin, he was supposed to be here. I thought someone said the left room.
What's
Maybe
your
they meant
cousin's name,
Jebediah.
Darren? Took you a little bit to come up with his name, didn't it?
Well, we just call him Jeb. You
Why
know,
didn't you tell me Jeb then?
because
Darren,
I'm nervous.
Do
I'm
you-
very nervous.
do you have a family, Darren?
Yeah, my cousin. He should just be in the other room up here.
Your actual family, Darren. Are there any people who would miss you if you were, I don't know, gone tonight?
Great many people. I have a mother and a father and 4 sisters.
It would
All
be
my
such
sisters
a
would miss me.
shame to let them know of your death if we don't get the right information, Darren, isn't it?
I was supposed to come and check in on my cousin Jeb and make sure that he got here safe and sound, so that I could. So
What where did Jeb say he was going?
the Wrangler Inn,
Oh,
the
he's staying here at the
upstairs. Yes, I thought he
Oh.
said upstairs on the left, but he must have said upstairs on the right. You know,
Well,
the
what if
left
I were to
and the
tell
right.
you? What if I were to tell you, Darren, that we rented out every single room on the top floor? Then what? Then where would Jeb be staying?
God, can I get another cup of that tea?
No more tea, Jeb. Answer our questions. Cut the bullshit.
He looks to the window, which is not like an openable window. It's just like glass panes stuck in the wall to let some light in. You can
What
see
would-
the gears turning in his head.
So right now I'm just curious how this works. So right now, like we're pretty certain he's lying. If we rolled a high insight check, does that do anything for us? Like,
We already know he's
If
lying.
you
Yeah.
know that he's lying, then a high insight check at best you'll know that he's lying if he is lying. So that
We
won't
should
change
start
the situation.
torturing
Obviously, he's lying. Okay, we do not need a roll, right?
Yeah,
Because
So-
if we roll low, then
well,
then our
I would roll. I
characters
can't
would think
I can't low roll low for that type of check.
But Koibu,
So-
If we were to roll low, though, like, would we have to roleplay as our characters think he's not lying?
No. I will. If you roll low, it'll be you can't tell if he's lying.
Okay, then let's roll so we can know for sure.
Well, okay.
Give me an insight check. Yeah, roll off the party sheet or your personal sheet. I don't really care.
I got it.
There you go.
The party sheet probably uses your roll anyways.
Yeah.
He definitely looks super.
I don't need you to say this, Koibu. I already know he's lying.
Is that why you rolled for it, buddy?
I rolled because you wouldn't stop crying about it.
So
okay, looking over at
so
looking at Daft and Toki, I think the best thing to do would be to kill this man and see who comes looking for him, and then we can actually verify if his story is true or not.
Let's pull off his nails one by one until he starts talking.
Either way works. What do you prefer, Darren?
If something happens to me, my employer, who's a knight here in town, will definitely come looking for me, and you'll get into no end of trouble.
Your employer, who is a knight?
Yes.
We know many knights, Darren.
He's a retainer knight to the Prince of Cronwick himself.
Oh.
Well,
and what does he go by? What's his name?
Why would you be so so nervous as to share your employer? It's very interesting.
I'm a footman in his employ that helps guard his estate. And I got some special time off today to go meet my cousin here.
In the inn where we rented out all the rooms.
Is there a window? Is there a window? Is there a window in this room?
There are 2 windows, but they do not open.
When you say do not open, could somebody reasonably force themselves through these windows to jump out of the place, or?
We could
you might be able to break them. It would require a strength check because they're designed to be sturdy.
Okay, Okay. Can we step outside for a moment and have a quick discussion? We can figure out what best to do with our friend here.
Can we tie him up just in case?
I don't think he'll be getting by all 3 of us.
Alright.
Better safe than sorry, right?
Well, he should be injured and we
Can we drug him?
Maybe.
No, we want him to talk.
Okay.
No, but what if there's certain drugs that make him talk?
Well, I don't think we need him to talk anymore. I think we've gathered about as much information as someone like this would have. So
I think we can get more. Right?
Well, what more would Silverhorn have told this man? He's just an assassin. He's not going to know anything important.
I kind of want him to admit it. I kind of want the.
Well, he told us who his employer was. He comes in with a bag of gold with 50 gold pieces, and he's trying to stumble his way into the room where we told him the informant was sleeping. So.
Can I take the bag of money?
I have a spell called Zone of Truth. I create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere, centered on the point of your choice within range. But I don't think we need that here, just letting you know. I think when we eventually... I think we'll need it later, and we shouldn't...
Yeah, possibly. I don't think we need any more information from this man. I will say, though, that it's probably crucial that we take this man immediately to the Chancellor and get him to confess everything he's told us.
Right.
Silver...
I think we should wait to do that because I think we should get more out of him before.
What more information could we possibly get out of this man?
Why can't we bring him to the Chancellor and use your zone of truth? So
Sure.
Because in my zone of truth, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie within the radius, and the affected creature is aware of the spell and can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie.
Yeah, but he's not going to lie in front of the Chancellor, knowing that his life is forfeit if he does.
But he knows he came here to assassinate.
Yeah, so we can offer him a deal. We can
us.
tell him that we promise that his life will be spared if he comes with us to the Chancellor and admits this. Here is an uncomfortable truth that we have to deal with. If Keldrake Silverhorn really sent this man here to assassinate somebody, and he finds out that we've impeded that assassination, I'm sure that he'll do everything he can to kill the 3 of us. And I'm not reasonably confident that the 3 of us can survive the ire of a man like that. So I think it's vital for us to take this man to the Chancellor as soon as possible so that we can get Drake locked up or to get some kind of official protections.
I just think we haven't gotten enough information out of him yet.
Well, I don't know what information you possibly think we could get out of him.
I mean, all he's admitted to is that he works for Silverhorn.
He works for Silverhorn, and he showed up in this very hotel in the very room that we said an informant was going to be in with a bag of 50 gold. It's quite obvious that he was here to kill the man. It's quite obvious that Silverhorn hired him to do it.
And let's get a little perspective on this one thing. 50 gold
is
is
a
like
lot. That's like an
$5,000
insane
cash.
amount of money. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, let's
who
go.
walks around
Let's
with
go, let's
$5
go.
grand in their pocket?
I do now.
Me. Yeah, we're gonna pocket the gold. By the way, we're gonna
Alright.
take it. I'll take it.
One of you add it to your character sheet. Who has added 50 gold?
Me.
Fuck.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, I'm
Alright.
encumbered.
Oh.
Wait, encumbered is okay as long as it's not heavily encumbered,
It's
right?
okay, right? Encumbered is okay.
Sure. You'll just be moving at 20 instead of 25.
And
That's fine.
blood.
Yeah. So
Toki
you just
doesn't
walk
need
a
to
little
run.
slowly. Okay.
But
I'm gonna buy myself
Do
some
we
new
really-
clothes.
shouldn't we make him admit?
Why? What do we need him to admit?
Okay, fine.
He's
fine.
already
He has
said
the
that
gold.
Drake is
He has
a-
the gold. He has the
Yeah.
gold.
I think the
He's a-
circumstantial evidence is overwhelming. Him admitting it at this point does nothing for us. Plus, maybe we'll get him to admit it in front of the Chancellor. It's fine.
Okay.
So what are you going to do with him while you go to the Chancellor?
We need to find a way to
We're
bring
gonna
him
take
with us.
We have
Okay.
rope, so we're gonna tie him up, and I think we can take him through the town if he's our suspect. If people question us, he's our suspect.
I
We'll
don't
take him
trust
with
us reasonably leaving this town. It's entirely possible that Silverhorn could have hired a second man to make sure the first job was done, and it's entirely possible that we could be intercepted on the way to the Chancellor. We need to find
So
a way
should
to
we bring-
transport him from here to the Chancellor without anybody knowing what's happening.
What if we brought the Chancellor here?
Actually, that
But
might be
you
the
just-
best idea.
You just said there's a chance that someone might check up here, right?
Yeah, that's true. But maybe bringing the Chancellor to this location might actually be our safest bet.
Yeah, I think we are gonna bring the Chancellor here. That's what we're gonna do.
So who's going to go
Um,
to bring the Chancellor?
I mean, I feel like I would be the most reasonable one to sneak out and find the Chancellor and alert him of everything and then bring him here.
Sure.
How long will
Unless-
that take?
How-
Chancellor lives in town. You'll be there in 15 minutes if you move quickly. You'll have to go
and
to
then
the
you
castle
can come
gate
back on.
and-
Try to make him come back on horses. Try to convince him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Bring the
yeah.
horse.
If it's 15 minutes, I mean, I imagine we'll...
It'll be 15 minutes to the castle gate. Maybe some bullshit getting into the castle this late at night, but you have a
Okay.
connection. People
Mhm.
know who you are. It should be feasible.
Okay. While he's gone, we're gonna tie up Darren, and so just for safety's sake.
Okay.
Okay. You
Safe
will. And are the two of you going to hang out in the room with him?
Yes. Maybe one of us can keep watch outside.
Can I would like to set up, it's reasonably dark in here, correct?
Yes, it's
Okay.
quite dark.
Before I leave, and I would inform the other two, I would like to lay my ball bearings on the floor right in front of this door. So that if somebody just opens the door and comes walking in, in the dark, there should be like a reasonable chance. They should have to make a save or
Wait.
something to trip.
Oh yeah, there's no way
What about on
anyone's
the
going to
stairs?
see.
What about on the stairs so that we have a little more time and we'll hear it for sure?
Well, no. Oh, Jesus.
or like right in front of the stairs instead of the door.
No, like right in front of right in front of the door at the top of the stairs. So that if somebody
Yeah,
comes
yeah,
all
yeah,
the way
yeah.
up, opens the door and goes in, then they would fall and you'd have the chance to, yeah.
Okay.
I
So
agree.
you set up ball bearings in this area in
Ball
case
bearings.
anyone enters.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Are these like one-time
Ball
use
bearings
things? Can I
or ball
reasonably?
bearings?
You can recollect them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
As long as
these
you've
are
got time and they don't like go all over the place.
Yeah, okay.
As long as you can home alone it.
these are deployed for now. Then. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. And
All
then
right.
I inform them like, listen, I would suggest at least one of you remain on lookout outside of the store in case somebody else comes up the stairs. I'll be back in hopefully within the hour with the Chancellor, and then we can finish our investigation.
All right, Toki, you stay in here. I will stay on lookout.
Am I
Be
staying
quick.
with the hostage?
Yeah.
He is tied up, right?
Mhm, he's tied up.
Oh, nice.
He's tied up. Just keep him calm. Maybe if you want to try to question him more, go ahead.
All right. So Toki's staying inside. The hostage is going to be plopped on the bed. Daff, where do you want to go?
I want to wait outside. I'll just wait outside.
Move
of the
your
room.
token.
Actually-
to where you want it.
And then also, do you think can I bring the bag of 50 gold with me, Lily?
Yes.
Well, I have to ask her because her character's holding
All
it.
right.
Why?
I think it'd be good to show the Chancellor this.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Nevitz.
Okay.
Nevitz,
I
you do
transferred
realize
it to
that
my-
we're all gonna split the gold.
Of course. Well,
50
assuming
gold.
we're even allowed to keep this gold. But yeah, I imagine we'll split whatever earnings we get here.
Okay. Deal. Go. Go.
Okay.
Onward.
All right. So Nevitz heads out to go find the Chancellor in the middle of the night.
I'm sorry, real quick. As we do this,
Early.
Can I take 30 gold from the bag itself and just put that in my pocket so I have a bag of 30 gold? Just, okay.
You can go ahead and split it into your own personal purse.
Okay, that's just making sure. Okay, go ahead.
You.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
but he's not gonna get out of it later. Don't worry. We'll get him. Okay.
And Nevitz, for the sake of clarity here, and to try and get us all thinking critically about these things, there are 2 exits. Actually, there's 3 exits to the tavern here.
Mhm.
Is it important to you which exit you take?
I think I would like to slip out of whichever exit lets the fewest number of people see me leave.
Well, they all eventually head to the front street, and you're going to be coming down the staircase,
Mhm.
right? So you'll be coming down here. So you're already going to be in the common room.
Oh, well,
Would
in
you
that
like
case,
to
I'll just
go
leave right
out
out the front, I
front
suppose.
door?
Then. Yeah,
Okay.
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, one day it will be important which route you take, and I want to get us already thinking about movement pattern, because you could go out the side, or you could go out the kitchen. But for now, you just head out the front door, and it's fine, and you're gone. Excellent. Maybe 10 minutes after Nevitz leaves, Daff, you see the door to the staircase begin to open.
Real quick,
Okay.
you have it set to the downstairs view for us. I don't know if you see that. or not.
Yes, I will
Okay.
switch that, but we should also take our first break right here and come
Oh, yeah.
back on the other side of our
gosh.
break
Oh,
for the more of Dice and Men.
Okay. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dice and Men. Someone is opening the door at the top of the staircase and walking on in. Daff, what are you doing?
I am standing. I have my
Your
rapier, my dagger ready, but I don't have it out. Okay, just in case. Just in case
Alright.
we need it.
They enter the area of ball bearings and have to make a DC 10 dexterity saving throw or fall prone. So let's roll it. Oof. Someone comes up the stairs, opens the door, steps on through, and tumbles to the ground with a loud clattering thud
Fool.
and a quiet
You're
string
falling.
of cursing. Let me bring us onto the board here. We're just gonna copy this guy's token
Good
for
one,
the sake of ease.
Nice. This guy.
All right. So this guy comes on in,
It's
hits the
Darren's
ground,
cousin.
falls prone. What do? You got a moment to react.
What does he
before
look like?
anyone-
What does he look like? What are
It's
his
really fucking dark. Give me a perception check to see if you can
perception?
make anything.
Okay. I'm clicking on my character sheet. It's not coming up. I'm clicking on my character sheet. It's not coming up. I'm clicking.
You're clicking
I'm clicking.
the
I don't know
perception
why
button.
My character sheet won't come
That
up.
one? Oh, your character sheet. It's already open somewhere. Look for a slightly hidden thing somewhere. Because if you can not see it,
Found it.
found it. There you go.
I don't want to use your roll, so I'm.
Yeah, don't use my rolls. Just making sure it works.
Your roll's shit. If you rolled a
They're not
20, I
better than yours.
Okay, perception, right?
Yeah.
It's a
There you
16,
go.
baby. Let's go.
This looks like just some ordinary random civilian. They don't have any obvious. Well, shit. With a 16, you can see that they've got a dagger at their side, which isn't too out of character. But they don't have any armor. They don't have any of their larger weapons, and they don't really have much on them. But this person is now prone in this sea of ball bearings.
What
do you do?
what is their initial reaction to being prone?
Oof! Ow! Fuck! If you want to wait any longer than that, then I can see which one of you gets to act first. I'm trying to give you like
Okay,
a you hit the ground.
I
What
want
do you do?
I want to.
Uh,
I guess I'll just take out
You-
my dagger.
He
I
gets
want
to
to take
his
out my
feet.
dagger. I want to take out my dagger, and I want to ask if he's okay. At the same time.
Glad I set those ball bearings up.
Yeah, I think I'm fine. Ow, God, what the hell did I trip on?
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
We
Did you
rented
put
out.
these ball bearings on the ground?
I did. We rented out this floor, and I don't want anyone coming up here. Who are you? What business do you have here?
He looks at you.
I want to
and
attack.
Throws himself to attack you. All right, give me an initiative roll. Whoops.
Okay.
You got originally
Ready?
rolled a 6. We'll keep his original roll.
It's a 9.
Add to turn. You get a 9.15.
Okay, next
All right,
time I'll
you go
attack.
first. Steph.
Fine. I go first?
You go first. 9.15 beats 6. What do you do?
I would like to attack with my dagger that I have out in my hand.
Well,
right
move yourself into attack range. Where are you gonna go?
Right-handed. Okay, I want to run over and I want to freaking. I want to stab him.
You stab him.
I want to stab him.
Make me a dexterity saving throw.
Saving throw, you say?
Yeah, dexterity saving throw. Oh, you're lucky you do not slip on the ball bearings that are all this way scattered around you. And you get
It was easy.
adjacent
I
to
knew.
that.
I had this roll in mind the entire time. I knew I'd roll that high.
All right. Give me your roll to hit.
Okay. All right. We're giving a roll to hit. What do we use our? Oh, we just press dagger. Is that it?
Press dagger, that's it. And then you definitely hit him. Click the dagger text in the roll area for damage.
Wait.
No,
what?
in the area where the rolls show up, there's like, it says dagger. There you go.
5 piercing
You
damage. It's
shank
2.
him.
It's non-lethal, by the way.
All right.
Yeah.
Stab him. He turns around to stab you right back.
No.
He rolls a 9 to hit you, which
He
is
does
not
not
good
hit.
enough. And at this point, Lily,
Yeah, I hear the commotion.
you hear the commotion.
Okay.
What are you doing?
So I'm gonna peek my head out and see that Daff is in combat with this person.
Mm-hmm.
And can I just like, hey Daff, you need help?
Sure. Why don't you roll yourself into the initiative roll by clicking on your token and clicking on the initiative button. Perfect.
No, Toki, keep an eye on the captor. I will be fine.
Your turn again, Daff.
Okay, I want to stab non-lethal. Like that one.
Stab him.
Okay. Oh, baby.
Another beautiful hit. Roll me some damage.
What can I say? I'm a genius. That's a 4 piercing damage. Maybe
4
not
points
such a
of
genius.
damage. The wounded man tries to back down the staircase, running into
Ooh.
Bronson, who is coming up from the bottom side, while wounded and bleeding. He's going to shove his way past Bronson
Can I
and make
pursue
for the
him?
door. You can on your turn. But he goes...
Frick.
Oh, messed up. Right, so you stabbed him, he withdrew, and then went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, out to the door, and then it's Toki's turn, but Toki, you're just chilling and watching him. Bronson comes around.
I'm gonna
And
assume.
pokes
Wait,
it.
on that real quick. So he took a disengage action. You just didn't declare verbally. Okay, all right.
Wait, on my turn, I want to close the door
Okay.
and then lock myself in this room with
All
the
right.
hostage.
Tied up hostage.
Yes, tied up hostage.
You can see him with his eyes closed, even in the dim light, shaking his head side to side. Bronson gets to the top of the stairs and goes, "What the hell's going on up here? Sounds like people are fighting, and what the fuck's happening?"
I'm gonna run past Bronson and leave Toki to deal with him.
Great. Why don't you make me another dexterity saving throw for running through the square with all the ball bearings?
He didn't have to make one. Oh wait.
He didn't have to move through it, he just moved out of it.
Uh,
You try and push past Bronson and fall flat on your face in front of him. Caught by your own trap. You can get to your feet, but it takes half your movement, so you can get back to your feet.
I'm on my feet.
And
Bully.
are you still chasing, despite your fall?
I am chasing, and as I chase, I am pause, hold. Fool. What is this spell? Hold on. Wait, why can't I look at this spell? Oh, cast at what level? Okay, I didn't cast. I just want to. Oh, frick. What is sleep?
sleep, but
Can I
puts
make-
people.
Can I
sleep.
make him sleep? Could I do that?
It
right
will
now?
target the people with the lowest HP first, so you can like throw it down the staircase and just hope that he's within range, which he probably will be, and that
Okay.
he has the lowest HP of everyone here. So
All right,
did you do
sleep
that?
him.
23. All right. Before you do it, I do want to mention that casting spells in the general population is usually heavily frowned upon. If you're not hurting people, it's sort of okay. But just like throwing spells around in
I
a
can talk
tavern,
myself out of it. It's fine.
it's like coming downstairs and taking shots at criminals while you're in a crowded restaurant. It's maybe not the greatest and safest of ideas, but you can do it. Let me roll
I'm
a
doing an investigation. It's fine. I'll deal with the press later.
2, 6, 3, 3, 5. Wow, these people all have terrible HP. So 2, 6, plus 6, plus 5, plus 3, 4. All right, there is a 50% chance that the guy you're targeting is going to get hit with the spell or not. Because he and one other person have 6 HP, and they're both going to max you out. So I need you to roll me a D100. You want to roll low, 50 or less on a D100 to hit the guy you want to hit. Because everybody else had way lower HP.
Okay.
Do it.
How do I /R 100? Is that all I do?
1D100. You can do it.
/1D
I believe in you.
100?
/R. Space 1D100. There you go. No! You put everybody
Thanks,
except for
stupid
him in
game.
the tavern to sleep.
Wait, everyone?
But you put these 5 people to sleep instead of him.
Okay. Go to sleep.
Yep.
I meant to do that. Mm.
Bronson. Actually, that was Daft's turn. This guy bolts, and he will disappear. You can't see him anymore. Toki is inside watching this guy. Bronson, after you get to your feet and you cast spells, he's just gonna throw a punch at you. Because you're this weird person in his tavern throwing spells around. He rolls a 13, which will hit you for 4 points of damage.
That's fine.
Temporary damage. It'll heal quickly, but he
I
throws
wanna
a
say,
punch in your face.
All right, I don't want to fight back. I wanna put my hands up and say, Bronson, I can explain. Listen, I run a detective agent. Wait, he knows that, right?
I don't
He
know.
knows that.
Did you tell him that?
Yes, we did. We did tell him that. Bronson, we were under investigation this whole time. I'm so sorry we had to use your bar for our investigation practice, but this is very important business, and that man was an assassin hired to come kill me and my colleagues. So I'm very apologetic for putting your patrons to sleep and for using magic in your bar, but I hope I can trust you and trust your judgment in this situation. And we tried I would use persuasion. We had to
It's a nice fumbling, awkward. Give me a persuasion
Oh,
check. Is he gonna
okay,
buy
thank you.
your story?
Okay.
How did you even persuade these people to come work for you? Yo, easily. He's
Easy.
like,
Get
yeah,
fucked.
I get it. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit. Are you
Thank
okay?
you. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I have to go upstairs and check on my colleague. Thank you so much.
All right. He heads downstairs and starts rustling sleeping patrons awake and apologizing profusely to them for what happened. You can make it back into the room with Toki. Whoever this person is gone now,
Oh,
though.
jeez.
So let's flip over to the other side of the party. That is Nevitz, who shows up at the castle in town. The keep at the center of town. You find the guards there, watching the keep, and as you approach, they immediately kind of throw their hand up in the air and be like, look, it's late, keep is closed, come back in the morning, whatever it is. You can wait.
I approached the guard and in my soft-spoken halfling voice, I must request an audience with Chancellor Nyla Thurvin. It is an essential matter. If you tell him who I am, I'm sure he'll take audience with me.
Why would she want to see you? What's going on?
Unfortunately, I can't discuss these matters, but you can inform her that I'm here, and she can make a decision for whether or not she'd like to see me.
That gets their attention. They usually people come with blustering and bravado, and here you are, calm and collected and cool, and insistent, but collected about it. And one of the guards makes like a okay, sure, and they bring you inside the courtyard and leave you in like a little waiting room where the two guards can see you and send off a third person. And maybe 10 minutes later, Nina Thurvin comes out. She's already like semi-changed into her nighttime clothes, but she like tosses on a traveling cloak over it and comes out to see you, looking concerned. I've got your message. How did the interrogation go? Did we find out who the killer was? Or the assassins, the murderers?
Okay. I don't know. Would I be able to glean, you know how if you catch a kid that he did something bad and he comes in and like let's say you go into the bathroom and it's like everything is fucked up and then he comes in and he's like, oh wow, did you figure out what happened? Is there a way that I could like tease out that emotional kind of response from them, or like an insight check or something, or?
That would be an inside check, but I'd like to have some sort of role play on top of it to justify it. So what? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess I'm just kind of like I'm trying to see like if a person comes out or like, oh, like I'm very interested. Like, did you find out who the murderer was? I'm very interested in this. Or like, oh, like did they say anything? Like I guess it's like kind of like the intonation that I'm looking at. Like,
okay, you're looking for the way she says her words to...
Yeah, basically. Like, does she seem like very interested that we figure out who it was, or does she seem like a bit concerned or worried that we might have figured out who it was?
Good question. Give me that insight check. You're not sure.
Wait, what about
she
a 7?
Seems a little tough.
Wait. Fuck.
You're not sure.
Wait, hold on. If I roll what if I rolled a 12?
How would you roll a 12? Like,
so I have something called Ear for Deceit. When you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you develop a talent for picking out lies. Whenever you make an insight check to determine whether a creature is lying, treat a roll of 7 or lower on the d20 as an 8. Meaning my roll would have been an 8, and then my proficiency would have given me a +4, which would have given me a 12.
That's a little bit better. Yeah, so with a 12, you can get some genuine curiosity. Maybe she's just really good at lying, though, because she'll have like a default, like her deception score. So you would have beaten, if she'd rolled 12 or less on her deception, then she's telling the, oh god, do you know what I'm trying to say? I'm struggling to find the words.
Just tell me if she's lying or not.
It's not easy to have words, okay?
No, it's okay.
Words are...
It's not easy. Words are hard, okay?
You are 12 out of 20 confident that she is telling the truth.
Okay. Okay, sure.
12 out of 20.
No, actually, I believe that my comrades are arriving at the inn right now, and they're about to begin the interrogation. But I just realized that depending on the answers we come up with, it might make the most sense for you to be there for this interrogation.
I think you're right.
Would you like to escort me, or I don't know how you travel through the city normally, but yeah, would you like to come to the inn and we can have...
She turns to the assembled guards and snaps her fingers a few times at them, and they know that means go grab some more bodyguards. And a few minutes later, she has a small retinue of 4 bodyguards to escort the 2 of you back to the tavern that you arrived back at.
Wait. Okay. As she does this,
yes.
As she does this, I remove the bag of gold from my from my pouch, and then I kind of like toss it. I don't know if there's like a table or whatever, or I show or whatever. Like, this is 30 gold that we pulled off of an assassin that showed up at the hotel. Make sure that whichever bodyguards you choose wisely, because there might be somebody on the inside that's very interested in making sure we don't uncover who was responsible for these murders.
You said you were on your way to interrogate him. What do you mean assassins?
I can explain more when we get to the inn, but I would very much appreciate it if you would come with us for this interrogation. I think it's very important that you're there for this.
She nods and does a double take on the guards to judge their trustworthiness, but takes them along anyway.
Okay.
All right. You arrive at the estate. not the estate. You arrive at the inn. You can make your way right back upstairs through the downstairs dining hall. Bronson gives you a nod and comes over to you as you walk in with the Chancellor. Puts a hand kind of on your shoulder as you're walking past and goes, "Could you tell your spellcaster upstairs to keep it in his pants?"
He's asking me this?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm very sorry for any trouble caused.
Of course. And then he gives the Chancellor a deep bow and gets out of the way.
Wait, did she keep that 30 gold that I tossed, or did I just show it to her?
Yeah, she pocketed it.
Good one.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
Okay, I'm subtracting 30 gold from my sheet.
Okay. You arrive at the top of the staircase with the Chancellor in tow.
Okay, I mean, I imagine we're here. Yeah, I would tell her, like, so we have an attempted assassin in this back room. I think you'll be very interested to hear some of the things that he has to say.
Wait, I'm in the room now, right?
Yes, you're back in the room.
Wait, did we clear up the ball bearings?
Nope.
Can I?
Sure.
Well, I mean, at the very least, when I would go upstairs, I would check because I placed them there, right? So, yeah.
Right. But it looks like Daff has since cleaned them up.
Okay, good job, Daff.
So you come on in. No one else trips over the ball bearings. A cunning trap that worked too well, perhaps. The bodyguards stand outside as Nina Thervin is here with you guys, and
as I walk in immediately, my first question would be, did anything happen while I was gone?
Yep, but that's not important right now. We can talk about it later.
When you say not important right now, what happened? Did somebody else show up?
Another assassin came, yes. But he ran away. He fled.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes. Wait, the Chancellor's with him, right? Yes.
The Chancellor's in here. It's dark in this room. She sees the guy. She sees you three. It's like, so this is the survivor then?
Not
yes,
quite.
Nice to see you again, Chancellor. We were waiting here, and he came to. I'm sure you got our letter.
Our letter, perhaps to explain, there wasn't actually a survivor, but this was more an elaborate ruse that we set up to see if we could tease out an assassin from somebody that was interested in obscuring our ability to perform this investigation. We thought that if a survivor had made it out of the mines, perhaps somebody that was interested in covering this up would have sent an assassin to kill this person. Not to be too deceptive, but we fed different information to you and the two other people that we informed of this, and we think we might have narrowed it down to who a possible suspect could be based on where this assassin arrived.
And
Let's see.
he went to the room that we sent a letter to Mr. Silverhorn, and he went to the room that Silverhorn was directed to.
We believe that in combination with the 30 gold that I gave you earlier, and I kind of like sideways look at my two people as I say 30 gold, believe that in combination with the 30 gold we gave earlier points pretty clearly to the idea that this man was paid off to assassinate the person in the room that we told Kel Drake he would be in.
And this assassin here admitted to being hired by Silverhorn himself.
She looks over at him, looks at the three of you, and goes, "You sent me a letter as well. Does that mean I was one of your suspects?"
Unfortunately, you were, but we believe that as long as you don't kill us now, we can quite safely rule you out.
And I assume you will understand that we have to be as thorough as possible, Chancellor. Our apologies.
No offense taken. The prince will be pleased that you were so
Vigilant.
and thorough and vigilant. Well said.
Although I will say that if there was a second assassin that showed up here, either Drake was being very careful to cover his tracks, or Lady Sandra might also be a suspect as well.
I did not see where the other second assassin was going.
Sure.
She pokes her head out the door and asks for one of the guards to bring her some light so she can see this guy. Guard heads downstairs, comes back with a lit lantern, and shines the light into the eyes of the guy sitting on the bed. And Lady Thervin nods her head and goes, "Yes, I know this man. He's one of the bodyguards at Kel Silverhorn's personal estate." don't remember your name, though. What's your name, boy? She calls at him, and he mumbles, Darren. My name's Darren. And she looks to the three of you. It seems like you found our would-be murderer, then.
Yes.
Lord Kel Silverhorn killed his own uncle?
We do believe that to be true.
We don't
Chancellor.
know that completely, but we do know that he has a vested interest in covering it up. So it's quite possible that he could be working with somebody else that was interested in having him killed as well.
We are not 100% sure, but I would say 80%. We just have not gotten a confession or solid proof, but we have enough to infer what has happened.
We do know that whatever... Or go ahead.
Sorry, go on. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, it's okay. No, it's not important.
Toki, we don't know how many years of life you have left in you. You should speak as much as you can now.
Okay, I was just gonna say 80 rounds to 100. Okay, you can go.
Toki, perhaps it's best if you don't talk then. So,
Said all the good
wherever we
words.
go for our investigation
Probably
here,
rounds to 1,000,
we're quite
Toki,
confident
okay.
that the next step will take us to Drake Silverhorn. We wanted to inform you of this immediately because we know that Drake Silverhorn has quite a bit of influence, and obviously investigating him is going to put our own lives in danger, so we thought we would come with this information to you to see what you might suggest our next course of action be.
Well, if the second man was an assassin from Drake Silverhorn, then he's probably on his way now to report what's happened. I think we must act quickly. What do you recommend?
I think that, well, based on the information we have and the confession of our assassin here, I believe we have enough evidence to arrest Mr. Silverhorn. Would you agree, Chancellor?
She looks to the three of you and looks at the guy on the bed one more time, shining light directly in his eyes. Makes a insight check and nods her head and says yes.
The only concern right now is the only thing we know about Drake Silverhorn is that he's trying to obstruct our investigation. We don't know if he's the one that had his uncle killed at the mine. The second assassin is very worrying. We don't know if it came from Drake or if it might have come from our third suspect.
Either way, he should be taken into custody to prevent him escaping or causing any more damage.
Absolutely.
And we can round out further investigations. I will have the castle guard arrest him.
And I would request that you keep it as quiet as possible so that we can further run our investigation and make sure there are not two suspects we should look out for.
Actually, if I might
and do
suggest...
make sure that he could have been the one to do it.
Could you make that... Actually, maybe that arrest should be as loud as possible. We'll head to the estate of our third suspect, and we'll see if, when they catch word of it, they try to leave town, which would pretty much confirm that they were the one that sent the second assassin as well.
Done.
Okay.
She leaves, and you guys can do whatever. She leaves and takes this guy to jail with her.
Wait.
She's gonna throw this prisoner in the dungeons.
Okay. Can we, so we're going to head to Lady Sandra's estate. So you guys said there was a second assassin. We don't know if it came from Drake or a third party. She is our only third suspect.
Wait,
so
the Chancellor's gone, right?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm just talking out of character. But I'm just saying.
The Chancellor too.
I don't think so. She would have killed us.
I don't think so either, actually. But wait, why would she have killed us when we're suspecting someone else openly?
Why would somebody, or okay, this should probably be in character, I guess. I don't believe that the Chancellor would be so ardently pursuing the truth here if they were involved in the cover-up. Seems much more likely that she would have either had me killed at the castle and then sent somebody to kill the two of you, or she would have killed all three of us in this room here and ended the investigation now. I don't think we could get this close to uncovering the truth of a grand conspiracy and have one of the conspirators involved supporting us at the same time.
She could have... Sure, maybe she wouldn't have come with you, but she definitely would have gone along eagerly with us accusing someone else.
Possibly, but Drake
Why
is
wouldn't she if she
because
was-
Drake is a highborn man with so much to lose. Do you really think Drake will take the fall here without implicating her in some type of grander conspiracy?
We'll see.
I just don't think that that's a wise risk for somebody in her position to take. I feel as though she would have easily killed the three of us and buried this. Also, keep in mind that this entire investigation only began at her behest. If it weren't for her, this investigation wouldn't have happened in the first place. It seems strange that she would spend so many resources investigating something that she was involved in without being eager to cover it up.
Why wouldn't she have spent all of her resources like a chancellor should to avoid as much suspicion as possible?
I mean, I believe she would, but I don't think the way to do that would be to hire a team of investigators such as ourselves and then give us resources in locking up co-conspirators.
Okay.
I think I think that we should head to Sandra's estate, and when word of Drake getting arrested comes out, we should see if she flees the city, because if she does, then she was the one that sent that other assassin, and she's probably worried that the investigation is closing in on her.
I agree, Nevitz, but I would like to remind you that I'm the leader here and I make the decisions.
Of course, this is only a suggestion from me.
Alpha play.
Okay, let's go. Do you agree, Toki?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Okay, let's go.
All right, so you're gonna go right now to Lady Sandra's estate in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You arrive at the estate. It is late. There are no lights on anywhere. Go up to the door and give it a solid knocking.
No!
No, we don't want to. We just want to watch.
Yeah, we're just
outside
watching.
to see if she's fleeing. Oh wait, so you, Nevitz, watch from the back. Watch if they're go look for any other exit. Maybe she might escape from the back or another part of the house. And Toki and I will stay here.
Okay.
Solid plan. Let's talk about her estate.
Mhm.
Her estate is Lord Silverhorn's estate, and
Mhm.
it's quite a big thing. It's like a large mansion. It's maybe, I don't know, 600 feet across. The mansion itself is only like 150, 170 feet long, but there's like a big garden that goes all the way around it as well. So we're talking like a nice big estate.
Mhm.
That does mean that there's only a few entrances, though. You're just going to be separated when you're watching them.
Okay.
That's fine.
All right. How long are you going to watch? The whole night?
How would we expect information to reasonably travel? So wizards can communicate telepathically with one another. Would we expect a wizard of that level to be at a place like this?
Unlikely.
Also,
Possible, but unlikely.
it could travel by, I guess, like some sort of messenger bird, or carrier pigeon, or crow, or by horseback, right?
Yeah, usually a message is going to be delivered by hand. Birds are kind of useful for long distances, not really great for like within the town itself sort of messages. Magic messaging is difficult and expensive. You need like the right wizard in the right spot to do it.
Okay, so reasonably we would expect somebody to come to this estate to deliver a message of Keldrake's arrest.
Yes.
Okay, so that's probably the main thing that we're looking out for then, is to see if some sort of third-party messenger arrives.
Sure. So your party is going to stick together in one group and watch the front door, or are you going to split up so you're not near each other and watch every entrance that you can find?
Well, I imagine there should be one central path to take where a messenger would be coming from. That's the path that I would like to watch, and then whichever two of these guys do, they can.
Okay. What do the other? There is a front entrance and a back entrance to the estate. So Daff and Toki, where do you want to be?
I'll watch the front. You watch the back.
Do you guys have
Daff.
Do you guys have
I don't know, you
bows
tell
at
me.
all? The two of you?
Hmm?
Do either of you have
I don't
bows?
have a bow.
Do any of you have
So-
a spell that could take out a horse if they try to leave immediately?
I have a sleep
Oh,
spell.
I have a
Wait, I
poison
don't know if I have
spell.
any spells.
You have a poison spell?
I have a rope I can lasso the horse.
We're not risking
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure if you were to lasso the horse, it would just drag you, unless you weigh 700 pounds or something. And if you weigh that much, I'm gonna have to ask you where you got the money for all the food from, because we've been starving every night. Okay. Yep. All right. I guess we're just waiting then, right?
You guys wait, and you spend the majority of the night watching the house. No messengers come or go. Then, in the middle of the night, like, oh god, it's got to be like near the hour of sunrise. You hear screams coming from within the house.
Like the scream of one lady, the screams of multiple guards. Do we hear swords clanging? Do we hear?
It sounds like the screams of a small group of men. It's sort of
From inside.
From inside the building. There are panicked screams for about a minute, and then it goes
Right.
quiet again.
I would like to enter. Wait, is the front door locked? Can I check?
Well, why don't I bring you to a map of the estate? How about that?
Yeah. Where did you go, Steve?
I was just watching the road to see if a messenger would arrive. So as we're headed here, we need to be very careful and consider what could be happening right now.
Wait, did you go back to the house?
What? No. I'm assuming the three of us are together, traveling towards the house right now. If
yeah.
that's what you're gonna do, right?
Yeah.
We need to consider the fact that this could be some sort of internal betrayal. That an assassin could already be inside the house, or could have snuck into the house without us knowing.
Nice metagaming, Steven.
Wait, what am I metagaming? We just heard screams from inside the house. We're watching the outside. Nobody's coming in.
You don't want to use that M word with him,
but wait,
okay?
didn't you say?
Wait, what?
Didn't you say that? Aren't we separated right now? And aren't you saying this before, like on the?
No,
way
I assume that we all hear this and we're all headed back to the house together, right?
Oh,
yeah, you guys all
I'm in
said that
front
you
of
were
the house.
watching the front door. Everyone said they're watching the front door. No one said they were watching the back door.
Toki was watching the back, and
Toki
Steven
said
Wait,
she
I
was
thought I
with
was
you.
with you. There was some miscommunication here.
I thought I did. I not say.
Nice
Did I not
metagaming,
say
Kate.
Go? Okay, come on.
Well, the fact is, we are all together as a team should be.
I don't know about that. Okay, we're fine.
All right,
Dang
I need to make some slight adjustments so I don't reveal too much
Okay,
information.
I will
to
say
you.
that I maybe it wasn't heard, but I said Toki should watch the back and I should watch the front, and then
I thought
Nevit
you
should
meant-
watch.
Oh, when you said I get the front, I thought the eye encompassed me too for some reason. It's
oh,
the
and then
hearing.
you was Nevitz. Is that what you thought? Okay. Okay. I see. I meant I get the front, you get the back, and then Nevitz said he was gonna watch the road.
In character, you did tell Toki to go to the back, but she didn't hear, so she just tagged along you and you didn't notice because she's small.
Okay. Yeah,
Nice.
deal. Okay, that's what happened. It's okay.
All right.
It's not a big deal.
That is a
Okay.
big deal.
You guys arrive at the
You
estate.
are the problem. Okay. Okay, so we're all together and it's really cute.
Yes. It is a large estate. You start down here at the bottom of it. Do you guys not see anything?
I just see black.
You know what? Why don't we do that? You should see something now, right? No?
I see black.
Refresh your
Black.
page. It's Roll20's been having a tough week, and it's getting a
Okey-dokey.
little confused.
Okay.
My music.
Okay, here we go.
See something now?
Yeah,
All right.
pretty.
You guys are
estate.
starting on the bottom of the estate.
Wow. Oh my
uh,
Jesus.
Where the road is.
Where are the tokens?
I will give you tokens. Like them.
I thought I was at the front door.
The front of the estate is, the door is beyond the gate, right?
Yeah.
So let's put you guys at
And
the
then-
outside gate.
Okay, fine. Yeah, sure.
There we go. The gate is presently locked. You could probably hop the wall if you wanted to.
Yeah, let's top the wall. Why not, right?
I see. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll jump the gate.
All right, you guys scramble up and over the gate and make your way to the front of the house.
I'm making my way up front.
Okay, what do you do at the front of the house?
People inside are yelling. Check the door to see if it's locked, and it is, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course it is.
All right, Nevitz, can you lockpick? Are you good at lockpicking?
I mean, of course, I'm a thief.
Give it a shot. Go ahead.
All right, Nevitz. This is
Pick this lock.
taking a look at this door. It's a good lock. It's not some common crappy ass lock. You're gonna need at least a 15 on your sleight of hand checks to open this door.
I mean, of course.
I believe in you, Nevitz. This is why I hired you.
Oh,
Wow.
Natural 20. You
Very
deftly pick the lock and enter into the front of the house.
You mean daftly?
No.
All right. You
Okay.
enter on into this big courtyard. You've been here before. You know where things are. You talked to Lady Sandra here in the courtyard last time. You would know that her bedroom is in the west wing of the house, but you're pretty sure you heard this cries coming from the east wing of the house.
I mean, it sounds as though there's a conflict in here. I don't know whose side we should take, but we should probably try to gather more information about who's fighting who. But we need to act swiftly.
Okay, let's go to the east
Swiftly.
side.
Okay, I'm
Right.
following you, Deft.
It's
Coming
daft.
down,
Oh, damn.
coming down the stairs on the right side as you move that direction, there are 3 young men who come running
Oh my
through the hallway and then stop dead in their tracks, point at you, and go, "Ah!" and turn around and run back the other direction.
What the fuck? Okay, let's follow them, I guess.
Wait, were these guards, soldiers? What do they look like? Just
They looked like people in their pajamas, young men in their pajamas.
Oh,
what?
oh.
The mistress was sleeping with a bunch
What
of
if the
bitches?
cries weren't of pain?
Well,
Maybe
let's.
they were a
and-
pleasure.
Oh,
I don't think 3 people would come running out if they were all taking part of a giant orgy.
I don't know. Maybe
You don't know that.
they don't want to get caught. You never know.
Maybe in your wise old age you have more experience with orgies than I. But...
Oh yes,
Damn,
in
this
my
person
old
was
good
in
old
this
days.
Okay, I peek in, I guess, down this hall. Do I see anything?
Sure. You saw them bolt this way and then hook a left down this hall, and then they got lost out of your view.
Okay, Daff, lead the way.
Onward. I'm leading the way and I'm following them. And I want to say, Nevitz, if you see anything, look around to see if you see anyone else in this area. Like as we
Looking
run.
around to see if I see anyone else.
Sure.
Wait, as we head into this room real quick, can we take a moment to peek into each room to make sure there are no bodies or people?
Sure.
Mhm.
Looks like all of these rooms are empty,
All right, continue on.
completely empty. Yeah.
We
You
will continue
find-
on.
You find the 3 men assembled in the kitchen, clutching. One of them's clutching a butcher knife, one of them's clutching a chef's knife, and the other's got a large frying pan, and they're all holding them up, terrified.
Okay, I want to put my hands up and say, hey, whoa, what's going on here? What's
We
what's the
come in
problem?
peace.
Are you real?
Y-
I think you're real.
Yes. Yes, what's wrong?
Oh,
What's
there-
going on?
There was something.
Where's-
There was
Where's
something
Lady
that
Sansa?
I don't know. Something came out of the walls.
Go check for Lady Sansa, Nevitz.
If there's stuff coming out of the walls, I don't know how safe I feel being in this estate right now.
Well, we need to find Lady Sansa. We have to make sure she's safe. So, sorry, buddy. Your safety comes second. Let's go find her.
Yes, sir. All right. Do you want me to go on my own, or are you going? Or are we all going?
Let's all go. But I wanna wait. Someone should stay with the men, right?
I mean, these people aren't important to us, are they?
Yeah, but
Wait,
I guess
but-
they seem genuine, right? What?
Sure.
What?
they can hear this conversation you're having,
yeah.
and you can see sort of like an embarrassment and shame on their faces. These random people that are in their house, and they don't really know why you're here, but you guys are already thinking like first of helping the other people, and they're kind of like, of course. Wait, who are you? What are you doing here?
It's not
We should
important
talk
right
to her,
now.
but what are you doing?
We are investigating the death of Lady Sansa's late husband, for lack of a better
Lord
term.
Silverhorn?
Yes. Where is she?
She should be in her room.
Okay, let's all head up to the room.
Well, wait, where is her room?
Right.
Let's all
it
head
is-
up to where we know her room is. Don't we know?
Do-
Yes. Actually, you probably don't know where her bedroom is. They will lead you to the bedroom. She is in west wing of the house. So we will move you guys all the way over
Cars
here.
came in from the east.
Yeah. So as you're walking with them, one of the boys starts talking to you.
Wait,
his
how old are
name-
these guys?
In their 20s, maybe late night. One of them, the guy who's
Late
speaking,
19s?
is late 19s. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. His name is Ozzy, and he says we were just sleeping, and then something came out of the wall, a dark black shape. It moved through it and started looking at us, and we just bolted.
Okay.
And as you make it to this staircase over here, they will take you up onto the second floor, and that's where you run into Lady Sandra. Sorry.
Sandra.
Mhm. Yes. This is where you run into Lady. I did not go to. There we go. Lighting still fucked up? Roll
Yep.
20. Oh, roll 20.
Thanks, Koibu.
It's fine.
Oh.
Doesn't matter. We don't need the map for this purpose. You, out on your way upstairs, you run into Lady Sandra, who's coming down with her butler and a few of the other servants. And they are looking about bewildered. She sees the 3 of you and the 3 footmen and says, what is the meaning of this intrusion at this hour of the night? And with screams, Ozzy, Thomas, explain yourselves.
I will allow them to explain.
They start babbling about seeing things coming through the walls. And she rolls her eyes, I'm like, and then looks to the 3 of you. And what are you doing here? Mr. Daff?
Lady Sandra, Well, we were taking watch outside of your estate to make sure you were safe tonight. For we believe we have found the killer of your husband. And
You did.
we believe so. We do not want to give out any names. We do not want to reveal anything yet, but we wanted to ensure your safety because we do not know if the man has fled, where he is fleeing to.
Don't be ridiculous. Tell me his name. Come on now, speak. What? Has a cat got your tongue?
We believe it to be his nephew, Lady Sandra.
She stumbles back in shock. Her mouth goes agape. The
I wanna
butler beside her
roll-
just shakes his head.
Can I roll insight to see if her shock is genuine?
Yes, please do.
Okay.
Wait, I'll do this for lies because I got a perk for this.
We'll just do traveling party.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. You're all here together. You can share each other's reactions and
Yeah.
communicate with looks and stuff.
16.
Yeah, she is shocked, like genuinely shocked.
Okay.
She'd have to be a really, really good liar to not be
Okay.
lying here. Yeah.
Okay.
But Drake, I mean, he did arrive. He was here asking for money and wanted to know where Lord Silverhorn was, and
Yes. I'm sorry, my lady, but I assume we are attempting to arrest him. The Chancellor is on her way to his place of residency as we speak, and we wanted to keep an eye on you to ensure your safety again. So we do not have solid evidence yet, but we are 80% sure that we have the correct suspect.
And she looks over to the boys and goes, "And what is this nonsense? This seems to be unrelated." And the boys start once again. Ozzy's like, "There was a ghost, I swear. It was coming through the walls right at us." And she shakes her head and goes, "Really, boys? Are you trying to frighten the maids?" She looks over to the handmaidens who have shown up and peering around corners. "Get a grip of yourselves."
I bet they will. Sorry, that was out of character. It was out of character.
All right, Lady Sandra looks back at you guys and goes, "Well then, I must go see Drake. If I speak to him face to face, I'll know if it's the truth or not."
Okay. I mean, we accompany her to the dungeon, I guess, because all of us.
Yeah.
Sure.
The big reveal at the end, hopefully.
She takes you guys, and you all head over back to the castle. The guards recognize you from before. You're let in, and down in the dungeons are Kel Drake Silverhorn, his footman, his soldier who broke into the inn. There is another soldier here as well who's in the jail. And there is the Prince of Cronwick and Nina Thervin, the Chancellor, and Lady Sandra, and the three of you and everyone gathered around cells that Drake is in.
Okay, I kind of whisper to my party, perhaps it's best we don't reveal too much about what we know and we see how the conversation before us unfolds.
Excellent idea, Nevitz.
Lady Sandra walks up to the gate and immediately starts asking him questions. "Drake, did you do it? Did you really kill your uncle?" And he looks to her, to everyone assembled, and realizes he has been caught and gives a short nod of his head. Why?
Easy.
Why? And he just shakes his head and says, kind of mutters something to himself under his breath. Lady Sandra breaks down into tears, crying. Prince Cronwick comes over to the three of you and goes, "Thank you. Thank you so much."
Our pleasure. Thank you for trusting us with the work. The job.
Mm-hmm. He shuffles the three of you down the hallway a little bit. One of his bodyguards tails along and says to you, "I appreciate the quick work you've done. It's only been 3 days since I've hired you, and you've already solved the case. It is a deep shame that it has come to this, A man murdering his own family.
Mm.
Do you have any idea why he might have done it?
We believe he did it because he was broke, and he knew his uncle and his very profitable mine was the only way that he could make money.
Agreed.
We learned from Lady Sandra that he borrowed lots and lots of money from his uncle.
See. Well, what would you recommend be the punishment for a man who's committed 50 murders for money?
Out of character?
Is a noble and has been a loyal retainer and guardian of our realm for his whole life.
Do you
Many,
believe in-
many years of good service.
Do you
Out of-
believe in second chances?
That is the question, isn't it?
Wait, out
This
of
wouldn't be
character
considered.
can-
Or second.
Out of character, like, what are the general punishments? Like, punishment by death, I assume, is pretty common, right? So, can you, like,
Generally-
go through what kind of punishments are common in this
Yeah,
world?
certainly. You could have anything from murder, death, execution. You could do imprisonment. You could do imprisonment with hard labor. You could do like public floggings or whippings or like shows of atonement in the public like that, but then you would probably be freed right after that, so maybe not in this situation. You could just let him off with a warning. Did I already say exile?
No.
You could exile him as well. You could just banish him from the land and he could never come back.
And what is a usually nobles would probably not get much more than like a slap on the wrist in the case like
For a
this, right?
familial
I
side,
don't know.
this is like an execution worthy 100%. I don't even know why
I
he's
think so,
asking
too.
us.
He killed, like,
He killed a family member, a noble family member. Like,
Yeah, and even higher
That's-
up. Yeah, I agree.
I don't know.
Mhm.
Okay, I want to say I think execution is the only public execution is the only option.
He looks to Lily.
What?
He looks at you to see what your response is to Daph's statement about public execution.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I am quiet and pensive in deep thought because I consider all life sacred. I am vegan, after all, in this world. But he did take a lot of lives. Truly a quandary, yes. I'm looking up in the distance. I'm not meeting his eye contact right now.
Okay. He takes a glance at Nevitz.
I don't believe we're here to dole out a punishment, only to solve a crime. The punishment is whatever you deem worthy.
He nods. Well, I agree with you all. I believe we will see him executed. Schedule it for next week. Let some others, nobles from other towns, assemble. An event like this should be public, with many people viewing, to keep others from thinking that they can get away with murder and theft. Well, you're all dismissed. I will have a servant bring you your reward in the morning.
Thank you very much.
We greatly appreciate it.
a
One
pleasure
final
working with
question.
you.
If we were trying to figure out, maybe wrapping up a couple loose ends about what might have happened at the mines, because there were still a few questions we had, would it be possible
Yes.
for us to ask Drake a few more questions? Can we get the...
Certainly.
All right, thank you very much.
He'll lead you right back over to where Drake is, in the dungeon.
Or no, not right now, just in the future, in case we have any future questions before the execution.
Oh, sure.
Okay,
You'll have a week.
sure. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. And you guys leave, and you can head home and spend the rest of your night resting comfortably in your house.
Yay.
And this will wrap up the first case that you have, the massacre at Black Paw Mine.
Wow. Wait, as we get
Yeah.
back to
That was
the...
a good one.
as we get back inside the place, I reach into my pocket and I say to the party members, unfortunately, when I informed the Chancellor that the assassin had been paid in gold, she demanded to keep it from me. So I was forced to turn over all 30 gold pieces to her. And then I put the 20 gold on the table for us to split.
Aww, Nevitz, you care about us.
Ugh.
Can I give him a hug? Like, I'm really short, so I'm gonna hug his leg.
Wait.
Like-
Yeah.
Well, I'm a halfling too, right? So I'm pretty short.
Oh wait, so we're both short. All
You're
right.
both short, yeah.
Oh,
Wow,
how tall is he? I'm 3
nice.
feet.
I'm the tallest guy
Well,
in
if
the
you
room.
would refer to my character sheet.
Wait,
you
In
might-
game, not in real life.
All right, so let's get you some experience points and everything.
Wait, how are we gonna dole out the 20 gold among 3 people?
Well, one person will keep 8, the other 2 will keep 7. So.
Okay, Nevitz, I think you deserve the 8.
Wow, thanks. I'm subtracting 12 gold. Wait, what? If I'm keeping 8 and I have 20.
Wait, isn't it 6 and 7?
Yeah, I'm
Should
sorry,
it be
6 and
7,
7.
7 and
Yeah,
6?
my bad. Okay, I got confused. Okay, I'm subtracting 12 gold from my character sheet then, okay?
Perfect.
And we get 6. I'm gonna buy myself some new clothes.
All right, let's dole out some experience and some other trinkets here. You will also get.
Wait, actually, you would get 8, Steven. So it'd be 6, 7, and 8, right? Because 6 and 6 is 12, and then 7 is 19.
Yeah, wait. What?
So
Why
see,
So
it
is
it'd be
this
6,
so
7,
hard?
and 8. But since you did.
No,
good
it can't
work-
be 6, 7, and 8 because then we would just split it
7,
through by 7.
7.
No.
Yeah, it would be
It's
7, 7, and 6.
Am I?
Or
Okay,
6,
hold on.
6, 8.
Listen,
No, but-
I don't know why, but I have 21 gold on my character sheet, so I'm just going to subtract 14 and I'll give each of you 7, okay?
Sure.
There.
Okay, sure.
So each of you add 7 gold to your character sheet. I can't believe that. It's probably the most difficult math
So
problem.
you get 6.
I guess, but that's okay. You both take 7.
Sure.
Oh,
I'm not
Okay.
here for the money. I'm here for the intellectual challenge, okay? As long as my brain grows, I don't care if my wallet grows.
All right. For today's quest, I'm gonna tally up all the experience and then divide it between the 3 of you guys. So for
Okay.
today, for this storyline, this case, completing it nets you 1,000 experience. You also successfully trapped your assailant not trapped, but tricked your assailant into revealing who they are. So that's worth another 250 experience. You did defeat the one guy in combat, but he's kind of a chump, so that's only worth another 50 experience. Let's see, what other things happened here? What else did you guys do that was interesting or creative or experience worthy?
That,
I gave-
the trap we devised, that was a good trap.
That was a
The
good
ball
try.
bearings? Yeah, okay.
Oh, I
that's
meant
good.
like the overall, like sending the letters to everybody and then getting them to go to
Oh,
the
yeah,
That was
that-
good too, both
Yeah.
of them. And
Yeah.
we kept watch of the lady just in case she was
Covering
Yeah.
your bases, making sure
Yeah.
that there wasn't a third person. That is worth another 250 experience. Love it. What else you got?
I gave
we,
T instead of pulling out his nails.
we successfully got him to admit who he was. We successfully questioned him.
Yep, that's part of the grand solution here. LilyPichu, you also gave him tea and then like threatened to burn him or something. You went
Okay.
between like good cop and psychotic cop.
The
Like,
good cop didn't work, so I had to change tactics.
Let's-
You know?
yeah. Well, you'll finesse your good cop, bad cop, but
I mean,
there's an art
there's
to good
3
cop,
of us,
bad
so
cop.
there was definitely a bad cop, a good cop, and a medium cop for sure.
Mhm.
Well,
You fought mounted lions and you fought
We-
kobolds. I forgot
Yes.
about those encounters.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let me find mountain lion and kobold experience for you guys right now and give that to you. How many kobolds?
We flirted with Lady Sandra. I did.
Or you did flirt with Lady Sandra. That is
That's
right.
like 10 XP, at least.
Sure, we'll give 10 extra XP for that. Cool.
You're right.
And you defeated the 2 mountain lions. All right, so divide this between our 3 characters. Everybody take home 750 experience points.
Oh god.
Yay.
That should bring you all should have started with 900.
So we'd be at 1650.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.
Okay,
brethren.
I don't know if we're done with this yet, okay?
I don't know. The music seems pretty celebratory.
Yeah. Well,
Why
we
not?
have
So
decisions
nice.
to make about our party.
Like what?
So Keldrake is obviously a very wealthy man. If he could throw 50 gold at some random schlub. Wait, how much gold are we getting the next morning as like a reward?
100.
100 gold? So 30.
Wait.
So that's 33 to 2 of us and 34 to 1 of us. So I'll take the 30.
Wait.
What?
Wait,
on, let me double check
100.
that.
Didn't we get him
yeah.
to pay for our rent?
No, they wanted to pay you 8,000 copper. Okay, so let's talk in copper. Let's not use gold.
Okay, yeah,
Copper's
yeah,
the default thing. You're getting 10,000 copper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Originally, they wanted to give you 8,000. You asked for 12,000. You settle on 10,000. Your rent is 20,000. So in your
I thought it was
first,
12,000.
maybe the rent is.
Worth? You said we needed 12,000 a month to live.
I didn't actually write down these negotiations, so.
I have notes on this. Give me a moment. Call them up. Finances. Yes, your monthly expenses are 12,000. You're correct. And you have just gained plus 10,000 copper.
And then we have the 30 gold.
The 30 gold, which is 3,000 copper.
Nice. And then, yeah, is that it? So we made profit this month, boys and girls.
Well, wait, hold on. So
Maybe-
we got 100 gold for winning this?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe with the extra gold, we can hire a new person to join our group.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, okay. So anyway, just as things to consider. Firstly, we could head back to that mine and maybe clean out a few things.
Yeah, take some weapons, sell them.
Maybe, yeah, if there are some things there. Secondly, okay, so now, of course, I'm not suggesting we do this necessarily, but maybe see how you guys feel about it. It's obvious that Drake is a very wealthy man. If he could throw 50 gold at a random person to go and kill somebody, maybe it's worth talking to him in that jail cell and see if there's any kind of deal he might want to work out in exchange for his life. I'm sure we could become very wealthy people if we wanted to go that road. Now, that carries a lot of risk with it as well, but...
Okay. Let me check my character sheet to see if my alignment will allow it. It will. So, yes, I will go with... I will
Well,
agree,
hold
yes.
on. We would have to talk at length about this because obviously this would change a lot if we got caught.
Well, okay. I mean, instead... Wait. This guy's not a wealthy man. His uncle is. And his wife is going to get all of the money. So there's nothing to get out of this guy, pretty much.
Okay. That's a fair
Right?
point. He might not have much gold left to his name, sure. We should, though, at the very least, go back and talk to him to ensure that he sent that second assassin. That's still something that is making me a little bit nervous, but...
Yeah, okay, let's go.
Yeah, when you head back, that second guard that was in the dungeons,
Mhm.
the second person was the other guy who fought with Daff and then got away.
Okay. Oh, and he was sent by...
He was there. He was caught.
Oh.
And he was sent by Keldrake. He sent two people, one to do the job, one to, as backup.
Looks like mystery solved.
Yeah, wow, good job.
Mystery solved.
We unveiled this
Mystery
napper.
solved.
That was our
Yeah.
first murder mystery.
That was so fun. I love mystery campaign.
Wow. Okay.
Do you have, before we go on, because the next mystery, the next case is ready to go. We'll take a break and we'll start the next case. But did you have any other questions or any other things that you any feedback? Anything you wanted to know? Anything you wanted to discuss with each other about how the case ran or operated?
Wait. I'm sorry.
Any other
I
clues
zoned
that you
out, so
wanted?
I'm not sure if we... Did we ask the guy if he sent the second assassin?
Yeah,
I missed.
yes, he
Yeah,
did.
and he did?
Yep.
He
Okay,
did.
cool.
Don't
Sorry about that.
Can I get my spell slots back?
Yeah.
We will take a rest between this session and the next, and you will have had a long rest to get your spell slots back. But in between now and then, what else is going on? What else do you guys need to know?
What else do we need to know? You mean...
Yeah, did you want to know anything? Like, what I'm asking for, like, now that the case is closed, were there any spoilers that you guys wanted? Any clues that you wanted access to? Is there anything you wanted to
What
talk
was the
about how
significance
you
of the,
ran the
there was like the one
There we
pool
go.
of blood with like the big sword or whatever. What was the significance of that one person fighting out there?
Ah, cool. So let's take a look at the mine, and we can talk about how it all went down.
Yay. Okay, cool.
Let's go over to the mine. Whoops, we want to go to the outside of the mine. So, This
Wait.
is how the murder went down. Kel Drake Silverhorn goes to his uncle's estate to ask for money. And his uncle's not there. He's at the mine, which is what Lady Sandra says. And Keldrake has, for a long time now, been waiting for an opportunity to kill this guy and inherit everything because he stands to inherit. So now that he knows that he's at the mine, he gets on a horse and heads out that night to the mine. This music is way too happy for talking about murder. Let's just...
Spooky music. Ooh.
So he heads out to the mine, arrives, let's see. Keldrake Silverhorn leaves Cronwick in the morning, telling his wife and household staff that he's going to Whalers Bay, a different town, to pick up a package with the intent of returning that evening. He leaves through the northern gate of the town, goes round the city, and arrives at the mines the late afternoon. So he leaves through the north and circles back and heads to the mine in the south. Drake then tells Lord Silverhorn that Whalers Bay has been attacked and asks to gather all of the miners, the smelters, the guards, and even the cooks into an area where he can talk to them all and tell them what's going on and bring this dramatic news about an enemy invading. And so all of them to start to gather. And while they do, he goes to talk to the guards who are asleep, because guards have to be on shift 24 hours a day. So there's someone sleeping in the middle of the day, slits the throat of the guards who are asleep. On his way back to the mine, runs into the knight who has come out to find out where he was. The knight smells or sees the blood on him. The two of them engage into a fight, kills the new young knight, circles around to the watchtower and calls down to the guards. Because, now there are sounds of combat or something that the guards can hear up in that watchtower because that's pretty near the building. The guards come on down. Drake kills the two guards right there quickly, easily, because he's a pretty good fighter. He's a level 5 knight. These are just level 0 guards. Then heads to the inside of the mine, where everybody has been gathered to hear this dramatic news. And that will bring us to this screen. And he has everyone gathered here in the room where all the bloodshed happens, right? He gathers them all there, has them put their picks away and everything first so he can talk to them. And then as his uncle is introducing him, being fellow gathered miners, this is my nephew, Drake Silverhorn. That's when Drake runs his uncle through in the back and starts to hack everyone else to bits to get rid of all the witnesses and to make it look like something else happened. And in this tight, confined space, there's all these miners, but they don't have any weapons, and the people in the front are pushing away from the guy with the sword and pushing into the sea of people in the back. And this fantastic, great fighter is able to just sort of cut down these crappy, they're strong men because they're miners, but only the people in the front can really see what's happening, and everyone behind him is getting squished between them and the rocks, and he makes short work of the entire group. He does get wounded. His armor was broken, and if you had investigated Kel Drake and then what he had been doing around town, or maybe spied on him, you would have seen that he had a doctor attending to his wounds, and he had to send his armor to get repaired from the injury he sustained from this battle. And that is sort of how it went down. He then returns, after slaughtering everybody, goes right back on back to Cronwick, gets let in through the gates in the early morning on the south gate. So if you had investigated, you could have seen that he left through the north and then arrived through the south that next night, awkwardly, with maybe a bit of an injury. And that is how it went down.
Okay.
Damn, he went by himself. That's
Yeah.
pretty badass.
Why didn't he just kill his uncle somehow? Why did he have to kill every single person at the mine? It seemed like it made it...
Witnesses.
Because if he just kills his uncle, it makes it look like the uncle was murdered, and then the investigation is on who killed the uncle. If he kills everyone at the mine, the investigation becomes what happened at the mine.
Well, if he kills everybody at the mine, why not at least steal all the shit so that people don't...
Because he thinks he's going to inherit the mine, and so he just wants all the shit to be there so he can just pick up and continue operations seamlessly.
Okay.
He murders 49 people to cover up the murder of one person.
Seems pretty dumb,
Heartless
but
bastard.
I don't know. Okay.
I think it sounds smart, Steve-O.
Well, clearly not smart enough if we solved it, so...
Hey,
You weren't supposed to agree
tried
with
our
that,
very
Koibu.
darndest.
Okay, cool. Sounds good.
Cool. All right. There is going to be the next quest, the next job, which is coming your way.
Mhm.
Is there
Don't worry,
anything you
Jessica
want to
Jones on a
have
quest.
done in the background before the next quest comes up?
We want to refresh our spells.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
we'll probably just do a long rest. I don't know if there's anything of particular noteworthiness that we can buy.
I don't think you need anything.
Well, is anyone
That's
selling any
my
magical
thoughts.
items? I mean, I don't...
No.
Oh wait, you said these lamps
can't
at the
we
place.
sell
You said the
the-
lamps at these places were on forever or whatever. Are these magical lamps?
Yeah, they're small magical items.
Sounds
Yeah,
like
you
a
can
good
just
way to
chuck them.
save costs at the base.
Okay.
Take them back, light up the headquarters with them. Don't have to buy
You're gonna
whale.
snag some lanterns while the mine is closed.
Yep, and I want to see a reduction in our monthly costs because we don't have to buy oil anymore for our lanterns.
Yeah.
You just don't usually have lights on at night. You just go to sleep when it gets dark and you wake up when it gets light again.
But we could
There's
sell
no-
them.
Oh.
We can get more stuff done.
Yeah, then this is an extension of our working hour. It should increase our productivity.
Business
But
expense.
we can sell most of them and then keep a few.
Sure. If you would like to have bought or to stolen some of those, I will. If you want to do that, we can't just hand wave it. We'll have to roll for encounters because you do have to travel over the dangerous open plains, and we can see if you guys get in trouble that way in the down week.
Okay.
Uh,
Sounds worth it.
All right, let me make some encounter checks here. It is a 1-day journey there, 1-day journey back, so a chance of encounters twice. No encounter on the way there. How many lanterns do you want to steal?
How many can we carry?
How many can we carry?
Yeah,
I think you can reasonably carry 4 lanterns each.
12 lanterns
but
it
it'll
is.
become very obvious when you walk in through the gates that you're carrying 12 lanterns. I don't know if that matters to you, if you care if people see you walking in with lanterns.
Who would question us? We're
Have 12
traveling
lanterns.
merchants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, we just bought some lanterns.
If I turn into a giant rabbit, can I carry more?
You can carry less.
Oh.
Why would a rabbit be able to carry more than... How big do you think rabbits
'Cause
are?
No, I turn into a bigger rabbit.
Wait, can she turn into a kangaroo and like put it in a pouch?
No.
You can. Human hands are better at carrying things than animal hands. You will always be able to carry more as a human.
Whatever.
than
Wait,
as an
no,
animal.
but like a saddle sort of thing. Like like.
Oh, you want to like
yeah,
strap
I'm not like
lanterns to a creature?
Yeah, I'm strapping it onto myself. How many can I carry?
You don't think the giant rabbit carrying lanterns is going to provoke more questions than the 3 people walking
What are the
in?
questions? Where'd you get the lanterns
if
from?
you were
We were out and we...
Traveling
Could she
merchant.
turn into like a donkey or a horse and we could
Sure,
ride
she
her
can
and
turn
carry
into
more?
many things.
Wait, I can. I thought I could only transform.
Could
into
we
one.
like tie lanterns to her with my rope and then carry more and then get home faster?
All right, let's see how many lanterns here you can steal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. There's probably 1 in storage. So let's just call it 18 magic lanterns.
Yes.
If you
How much
want...
do we go for, like a piece?
Question.
Probably 50 gold each, I'd say.
Magic
What?
lantern is actually exactly 50 gold.
Really?
We're gonna be
What?
rich as fuck.
Yo, we're gonna get
Oh my
fucking
God.
rich. Wait. Okay, quick.
Holy
so
shit.
each person
Wait.
can carry 4 lanterns.
Hold on. Okay, I didn't know that these were so expensive. So if these are that expensive, we can't just walk into town
900
having
gold.
all of these and then that looks pretty
Also-
bad. Now
But
it's
how big
because
are these lanterns?
The ability of these to trade as cash is not always going to be exact, right? You're not going to be able to just hawk magic lanterns for 50 gold.
Oh yeah, we can.
anywhere.
Because there's going to be a mine that's going to reopen soon that's going to need some more magic lanterns. So
Wow, you have the exact number of magic lanterns we need. Wow, I wonder where you got
well,
them
hey,
from.
you can find a middleman to do the transaction. Guy shows up, wants to sell the lanterns. You really think going to ask him where he got them from? That's insane. Anybody could have stolen these lanterns. Nobody's out here guarding the mine. They should have placed
On
some
our
guards.
next quest, the case of the missing lanterns. Who stole them from the
They
mine?
can't prove anything.
Easy.
We can just say we got them
Solution.
far away.
Listen, the criminal justice system isn't about what happened. It's about what you can prove. Nobody saw us remove them from them there. We use a third party to unload it. We probably pay him some percentage of the transaction, maybe 10% even. So that's, would you say 18 lanterns at 50 gold each is 400 or 900 gold or something?
15 times 50 is
900.
900.
900 gold.
Yep.
We cut him on 5% of that would be what is that? 180 or something, or
yeah. You're gonna give him 5%.
Or no,
so
wait.
you're gonna
Wait,
give
give who?
45
I'm sorry. Wait,
gold?
that's 8. It's 45. I'm sorry, that was way off. 45 gold, right?
Who?
Okay.
To whom are we?
All right, so-
5%?
Well, we would have to
Before we
pay
get
a middleman to
before
sell
you
it
get to what
because
you're selling, let's just get it clear here. You are going to gather these lanterns from the mine while nobody's there and take them home.
yes.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you're gonna store them in your house. Okay. Do. Let's see. These are paper lanterns, 1 foot radius, so 2 foot diameter paper lanterns. They do not collapse, so they're just like these big awkward globes. So the difficulty in carrying them is like not crushing them, and then being able to stack them in enough space.
We can
So-
take 2 trips, can't we?
Well, it doubles the
wanna
risk of our
do-
encounters, but
That's true.
But wait, if Lily transforms into like a horse,
Mm-hmm.
that would half our chance of encounters, right?
It's
can-
still gonna take you a day to get there and back, whether she's a horse or not.
We can also.
Wait, wouldn't it be a lot faster if we
Can
were
we
a
rent
rider?
the horse as well?
You cannot rent horses. No.
You can't.
we can rent
What?
like mules or something. But I don't think.
No, you can't rent
What?
animals. No, because people would just steal them. There's no like credit card system. You can be like, I'm gonna rent this horse and then just never return
Okay,
it.
can
You
we
give collateral.
Can we buy a horse?
Yeah, you
How
can
much
buy
are
a horse.
horses? I'll buy a horse.
Wait, okay, if we were to
want a
buy
pretty
a
horse.
horse,
Okay,
I
but
and then
the horse isn't going to necessarily speed up your movement rate over this
Oh.
difficult terrain. If you're on like
No.
flat ground, the
It's
horse
for-
is going to be great. But if you're like going over
But
distant,
There he goes. Metagame in Koibu.
it's
But we
better
can
to
use-
carry stuff, right?
Yeah, to carry stuff, right?
the lanterns aren't heavy. They're large and space filling up. So like, it's not the weight. You guys can carry the physical weight of the lanterns.
But
You
is
know?
it like could we attach the lanterns to the horse using rope, or could we like carry more that way, or could we bring like chests? In Minecraft you can attach a chest to a donkey.
Can we buy a wagon?
No, this is too much. We're not traveling merchants.
And my other question for you guys is, why are you stealing these? I thought you guys were a legit business interest.
For the money, we want money, and
But
we
the
saw an
money would
opportunity.
be nice. I have a lot of things I want to buy,
Okay.
Will help us become more efficient investigators. Capital
Mm-hmm.
is always important. Growing your business.
Wait, but I just want to know how much are horses, just for my knowledge.
Koibu, come on. Where are these books at?
Where the? Good question. 75 gold for a horse.
70. We're not getting a horse.
What? Why are horses so...
7,500 for a horse. They're expensive.
Wait, what about donkeys? How much are donkeys?
Way cheaper.
Way cheaper.
Way cheaper.
But for donkeys, could we carry more if we were to use a donkey by attaching a rope or a chest to this here donkey?
I guess you could tie lanterns together and sling them over their backs and maybe be able to carry a few more with donkey.
Never mind, Koibu. We're making 2
donkeys
trips.
are
We'll make 2 trips.
Wait, how much are donkeys?
Alright.
I want to
No,
know.
we're not
8
buying
gold.
animals. Okay, this
8
isn't a
gold.
stable.
I want a
No.
donkey.
Where are we gonna
Please?
keep the donkey?
Where are we gonna
Toki?
keep the donkey? We're gonna have to pay to feed him?
No, you
Can
can't.
You
have
wanna-
a donkey.
room?
You can't have a donkey, Toki. Okay, maybe we'll save up to get a horse later. It'll be
Who's
beautiful.
going to clean up after it?
I'll clean up after him.
Where are you going to put it?
In my room.
You
Toki,
can't put a donkey
you're too
upstairs.
irresponsible. Okay.
Just transform into a donkey.
I want a donkey.
Wait, okay, so this transforming thing, I thought I was only allowed to transform into one animal. I didn't know I could.
No, there's a whole list.
Oh, God.
Don't you see? There's the beast shapes list. You can turn into a black bear, a boar, a cow, an ox, a coyote, a deer, a giant ant, a giant rat, a giant rabbit, of course, a
I know
goat.
I talked about this before. Wait, I turn into a cow. They eat some of my flesh. I turn back into a dwarf. Does the flesh stay in?
It hasn't been happened, and this is why Valdur got fired, is because he kept trying to eat you.
Yeah, he
And he
kept
had to
trying.
report it to HR.
Can we
He kept
try
trying to
it? I
ask,
really
he
want
kept-
to try it. How can you just cut off a little?
Valdor got fired for this. Toki, we can't. Okay, it's too late. It's too late.
Okay.
You said no.
You're right. I reported
All right.
him to HR. You're right. Okay.
So you guys are gonna do this. You're gonna steal these lanterns.
Yes.
Yeah,
All
when
right.
if we take 2 trips,
Fucking-
there's 18 of them, so
Sure.
we'll take
I'll just-
19, we'll take 3 each,
Yep.
and we can cover that up a lot better, right?
Yep.
I'll just make some encounters checks, and we'll see if you can do it without any trouble. You make it there and back the first trip, no problem. The second trip there, you run into problems, though. Why don't we take a short break here, and when we come back, we will...
Wait.
Steven?
What? Okay, wait. Maybe. You said you have the next adventure or mystery and all that ready to go?
ready to go.
Okay. Maybe we should pick this up next time. We can resolve the lantern thing and then go. I have a thing that I have to go to at like 6:30, and it's like a fucking hour drive in traffic right now. So if we start all this, I don't know if I'm gonna have to like leave in the middle of that. So this might be like the best stopping point.
All right.
Where
why
are you
don't we stop?
going? Why are you leaving us?
I'm sorry, Lily. Actually, it's a free speech conference with Jesse Lee Peterson. If you want, you can come with. Okay. It's in
No, thank
it's
you.
on Pico Boulevard. So.
Okay.
Doxed.
Well, never mind then. Sorry for asking.
Fool.
All right. We will pick up next week, and we'll see if ever this is still a good idea.
Mhm.
But speaking of stupid crimes, this is one of the stupider ones I've seen.
That's a lot
Wait,
of
why
gold,
do you think
Koibu.
it's so dumb? Why do you think
Wait,
it's
they're so
dumb?
easy
All right,
to steal.
all right, Mr. The investigators here. You're gonna go steal these highly valuable things, just walk back into town with them. Then when whoever inherits the mine's like, holy shit, our magic lanterns are all gone, and they come back to town, like if you were running the investigation into what happened with the lanterns, the first thing you do is ask the guards at the gate, like, hey, did you see anyone with lanterns coming in
Okay,
through here? A
so
bunch
that-
of them are stolen, and then
Koibu.
immediately they know who you
Okay,
are.
All we have
for-
to do is
Boom,
hold the,
done.
bring in the lanterns and have a giant blanket draped over it.
Yeah.
No one will know we even brought them in.
And secondly, this mine is totally unguarded. News of this murder and the mine being destroyed is going to spread all over the town. It would absolutely be.
done it.
In fact, your mistake, Koibu, is you should have said when you went back to the mine, those lanterns were already stolen. Of course, thieves and people in this land would be ravaging. Like everything should be picked out of that mine by now, unless they had guard station.
Someone's gonna hire us to find out who stole those
Damn.
missing lanterns, and we're gonna frame someone.
gonna triple
and then
dip.
Get the.
You might have to end up
You know who we're gonna
investigating
frame?
yourselves.
You know who we're gonna frame?
Who?
Nevitz.
What?
For being
Frame
an idiot.
Nevitz.
We're gonna frame.
That's
the
not called
bar
framing. That's
for
called
punching me in the
backstabbing.
face. We're gonna frame the barkeeper for punching me in the face. Okay.
You guys are gonna get caught so hard with your own plan.
We're not going to
Okay,
get
well,
caught.
It's fine.
We'll
They're
figure it out
just
next time.
lanterns.
Figure it
We'll
out.
figure it out next week.
This is like 7 months rent, isn't it? This is an insane amount of
Yeah,
gold.
this is crazy. There's no way
It's
we
gonna
can't
free us
make
up to do
this.
more charity work, more goodwill missions.
To a
Wait. Do we have to sell it in town? Can't we just
No,
go
we can
bring
sell it
to
in another
and
town.
sell it?
Leave.
That's actually that's a better idea.
So you guys are gonna go from being investigators to lantern salesmen.
Listen, when you're an
No, we're gonna
investigator
sell
like
to
we are,
third party in
you're a jack
another
of all
town.
trades. That's part of why we do what we do,
Sure.
okay? Being able to
Yeah,
sell
yeah,
goods
yeah.
is just...
Sure. I just don't think
Very-
lantern selling is a very fun campaign.
Listen, have you ever
to
watched
run.
Cowboy Bebop? Have you ever watched Outlaw Star? This is what they do. They take odd jobs and part of their like little investigatory things,
what are
okay?
we?
So...
I haven't heard Outlaw Star in ages.
Oh, well, there you go. The boomer
Various
animes.
operations agency.
Yeah, that's
Okay?
what we're
We
called.
do various
We
operations.
do.
My toenail just fell off.
Lily, that's
We can
disgusting.
sell that too. Okay, awesome.
Great. All right, Steven, you want to run the outro here?
Oh yeah, we should
Oh.
actually do one of those this time. Hey, thanks a lot for watching, guys. It's been fun, and I'll see you later. Bye. No, I'm just kidding.
Bye.
Okay, wait. Katerina, where can people find you? Who are you? What do you do?
Twitch.tv/Katerino. I stream 3 p.m. Eastern time every weekday.
Wow. And LilyPichu, where can we
Yeah.
find your stuff? What are you up to?
Twitch.tv/LilyPichu.
Wow, cool. And Koibu.
You guys can find me on twitch.tv/Koibu. I'm running a 24 to 36 hour D&D marathon next week on August 13 and 14, which is my birthday. It's going to be a big meat grinder with
Wow.
players from all of my other campaigns. So if you want to come by for a long single session D&D one shot,
So
come on by.
Is the 13th 13th and the 14th your birthday? Like both of them together, or?
One
Well,
of them.
I
is
imagine
my
he was
birthday.
just born on a single day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he said the 13th and 14th, which is my birthday. So I assume, like
That's
he
true.
was
The
born in 2
13th is
days.
my
It
birthday.
just took a really long time.
She's not
Fine.
acting, is she?
I was making a joke, okay?
I'm joking,
God.
I'm joking.
Okay, good job. All right.
All right.
Well, hey, and I'm Destiny. Obviously, I'm at Destiny on YouTube, Destiny on Twitch, Destiny on Instagram. Because that's just how I roll. And thanks a lot for joining us, guys. We will hopefully catch you next week at the same time. Wait, are we? Or is your thing going to interfere with that?
No. I'll be done. I'll be there for
It's
that.
Tuesday to
Okay,
Wednesday.
cool.
Steven.
Well, I don't know if he's going to have to sleep a lot. See you next week, guys.
Bleeding.
Peace out.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Rabbits, who are you?
I am a soft-spoken, inquisitive level 3 rogue